evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night and it's time for football. Welcome to Raider Media. Glad to have you joining us here on the pregame show for the Sunnyvale Raiders and the Canton Eagles. The Canton Eagles come in at 9-0. The Raiders come in at 8-1, and this is for the district championship. Two teams ready to play, and I'm not sure the last time a census has been taken in Canton, but Doug, I think they could take it tonight, they would pretty much get everybody.
Yeah, the entire town of Canton is here, David. Most of them are in the concession stand line, just trying to walk around that. I will tell you, big games in November, and I don't know if a game gets any bigger than this one. You've got a 9-0 Canton Eagle team. You've got an 8-1 Sunnyvale Raider team, both 4-0 in district, and the winner gets the district championship and probably even more important, the coveted #1 seed in the playoffs.
Yeah, no question, and that's really important in this particular because that puts you – one side puts you with Carthage and PG, the other side puts you with Crum.
Yeah, I know which lane I would rather run in.
Yes, I do too.
There is no question.
I do too. And so that's how that game works. Well, we're so glad that you've joined us tonight, folks, because we are here in Canton, Texas, and it is no better than a district opportunity. So everyone that's a part of this one, we're so grateful for all the work that Buck Baskin does on a regular basis to get this stuff happening. We are trying to continually get better on Raider Media. Brandon Krauska, just a technical genius as well as a lot of insight into the game. We are grateful to have Brandon Krauska as well. Nikki, of course, over there on our broadcast. She's doing a great job on the camera as usual. A couple of students out on the field will be running those cameras down there as the game progresses. Raiders out on the field. They're warming up right now. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back here. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back here on Raider Media after let's hear from Coach Cody Stutz. We'll be back on Raider Media right after this. We're here with Coach Cody Stutz, and Coach Stutz, first of all, you have to feel good anytime you get a district win. And on Halloween night against Wills Point, what did you see?
Yeah, man. It was senior night, most importantly for our kids. We had 19 seniors, 2 senior managers, and it's a special night anytime it's our last home game, and our kids came out, executed well. Super proud of our seniors for stepping up. We had every single one of them get in the game and contribute, and it was a good night.
Really seemed like you from the jump. It felt like you were in great shape with Wills Point. Honestly, just dominating them physically, speed wise, all those things.
Yeah, Wills Point, man. We're familiar with them. They're a familiar opponent, and we're used to kind of playing those guys. And it's the same type of offense we've been playing. But our kids were motivated. They came out. They started fast defensively. We started fast offensively. Had a good night on special teams. So it was just a great night.
So now you move to the final game of the regular season, also the final game of district, which will determine the district championship as you play against the Canton Eagles. What can we expect to see from that squad?
Yeah, man. Canton is for us, district is a district championship every week, and so we approach each week the same, each game the same when we get into district. They're a 9-1 team. They've scored a ton of points, and they have a really, really sound defense. Coach Regal over there has been coaching for a while. He's won a state championship, and he's a great defensive mind. They got a great staff. They do a really good job with their kids. You should see a team that's going to come out, I think, at a H-back formation and probably move through their spread offense. They run some ace and 2x2 trips, empty stuff. Defensively, it is the same defense they've been running for years. It's a 4-4 cover 3 type look, and they do a heck of a job coaching it up. It's their senior night this week, so Coach over there will have them ready. But no doubt our kids have been waiting on this one.
So when you think about winning a district championship, you said you focus on that every single week. Is that one of the primary goals for the Raiders each year?
We always have the goal of winning a district championship, and so when you get into the district, man, you gotta go undefeated in district these days to win a district championship. But we try to approach each week in terms of game planning and prep the same, regardless of who we're playing, and it's paid off. We focus on our team goals. But the message this week has been about finishing the season, right? We started the season off with a purpose and with intensity. So we would like to finish the season with the same way, not with the period, but with the exclamation mark, to get a little momentum going into the playoffs and, to launch us into a state run. So we're fired up, ready to go. Our kids are fired up, ready to go, and we're looking forward to Friday night.
Well, this Canton squad is very interesting because they had some fantastic under varsity last year, but now they're very young. Lost a lot of seniors last year, but the next couple of years looks like they are look out for Canton Eagles.
Yeah, sure. They got several sophomores starting. I want to say there's about 5 sophomores starting on offense, maybe a freshman as well. Their quarterback, played some defense for him last year. He's a sophomore. And they are definitely young, and they're a team that will be on the up and coming, I would say, with their young group of kids. But their staff does a good job coaching them up, and so we have some sophomores as well that contribute, and our kids will grow up too, and we'll just see how the future holds.
Well, fantastic. Well, Coach, thank you so very much for joining us here on Raider Media.
All right, thank you guys.
Good luck, Raiders. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. For Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Back here in Canton, Texas, the Sunnyvale Raiders getting set to take on the Canton Eagles. Thanks for joining us here on Raider Media. The Raiders down in the end zone praying, and the captains are in the middle of the field. The captains tonight for the Raiders include Grayson Smith, number 75, Cooper Eastman, number 72, Casey Ekwu, and number 19, which is, that's Hudson Leonard.
Yeah, David, the captain's about to meet out in the middle of the field. Sometimes you kind of get a feel for which way you really want this to go. Canton's been successful moving the football as well. And so it's going to be interesting to see, which team wins the toss.
Yeah.
And who opts to get the ball. Really coming out the second half has always been so important.
Yeah,
not just in those adjustments, right? But I think we talk a lot about winning those middle minutes of the game.
Yeah, the offensive. This is going to likely be an offensive game, Doug. Just watching some of the film and things, I get the feeling that both teams are going to have some success moving the ball, and part of that is just getting your head right and understanding that one team or the other is going to play a little bit better. And at certain times, and that ebb and flow of the game is very important.
Well, Sunnyvale's pre-district slate was incredibly tough, including week 4 against Van, and then week 5 against the number 2 team in the state in Pleasant Grove. Canton really did not see the same level of a pre-district opponent, but they both have rolled through 4 games in district, and really you've got the best 2 teams in District 6 meeting tonight here in Canton.
Yeah, the Raiders won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. And Canton will be, I guess, receiving, and the Raiders, it seemed like he did that backwards.
So the official actually signaled Sunnyvale to receive, but, of course, Canton is receiving.
I was sitting there thinking, did they really choose defense here? I'm like, that is very unusual.
No, I think the only one that thought that was the official. So Sunnyvale will be kicking off from left to right tonight. Canton will have the football first, and you're going to see a really good offense going against a solid defense. But you're going to see that both sides of the football tonight, David.
Well, let's take a quick break here before we get started. Let's pay a few bills and get some of those sponsors their airtime. Thanks for joining us here on Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, Trophy, Trophy Nissan.
Back here in Canton, Texas, the Sunnyvale Raiders and the Canton Eagles getting set to square off for the district championship. And the Raiders will be kicking off and defending the, well, I guess that's the south end zone. This field runs all,
David, which is a little unusual. But yeah, Sunnyvale will be kicking off left to right. You know, one of the things that you said in pregame was incredibly important. I don't want to gloss over it, but tonight Grayson Smith is back for the Raiders after having missed last week. That's a big return. Grayson, what he brings to the team, both in his H-back position that he plays, but also defensively. And the Raiders are going to be operating a little short-handed tonight.
Yeah.
You know, with Drew Gardner having gone out with a knee injury last week.
They got some good news on that he will be back, but just not tonight.
Yeah, they anticipate that he will be back, but he is going to miss this game tonight.
So here's Gabe Pendiala set to kick it off. Back deep is number 3, Andres Galan, and that one's into the end zone, no doubt.
Yeah, the ball's going to skip out to. Ball's going to skip through the end zone, and Canton's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 25. It's going to be interesting to see how Canton goes about attacking this Raider defense tonight. I expect a lot of Sunnyvale's 4-man front tonight, and try to be as versatile and as multiple as they can defensively. While Canton, you know, to me, I think it's going to be important for them to try to establish some ground game early.
No doubt. So the Raiders sent a couple of sophomores back to play safety, and Jake Ivey and number 5, Klein Becker.
Yeah, actually, Aiden Brown and
empty backfield.
And
look at
Walker.
This. Empty backfield. Man in motion across the face of the quarterback. Going to turn, fake it, looks over the middle of the field. He's got a guy open, but this is going to be caught. A big play right here. Let's see if Walker can make the tackle. He does. But somebody got caught in the backfield. I believe that was Brown. Got caught looking in the backfield.
That was Conrad Bastine there, just up the hash. A little bit of a play action fake on the jet sweep, and he got behind the safety.
Air quarterback keeper over that right side. He's going to pick up a couple of yards before he's tackled by Miles.
Yeah, Court Ray there on the keeper. Also quality pass, but a better reception there. Really puts Canton in good field position. And they are threatening inside Sunnyvale's 15.
2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. Sunnyvale jumps. Here's a free play for Canton. Let's see if what happens here for Court Ray. Tackle for a loss.
Look like the left defensive tackle may have jumped, David. Let's see on the play if they did get offside. Ray was run out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain, but it could be
2-yard loss, 3-yard loss. That's a 3-yard loss.
No, I don't think so, but it's not gonna matter. They are gonna mark it off to around the 10-yard line. So this is actually the 9, and so it's going to create a first down. It's first and goal.
2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. Ray calls for the ball. Here's the snap. It's over right side.
Quarterback draw.
Quarterback draw. It's going to be tackled after about a 3-yard pickup. Number 22 Helton on that tackle.
Well, they went to a 4-wide set that time, trying to spread Sunnyvale out. And good call by the coaching staff. Quarterback draw picked up about 3 yards. I think they're going to mark it around the 6, maybe even the 7-yard line.
6-7. Second down and goal. Man in motion across the face of Ray. Quarterback Ray over the left side, going to try to get into the end zone himself. He's going to be forced out of bounds right at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they ran a power read look that time. Ray kept the ball himself, got down inside the 5-yard line. Good job that time by Austin Helton. Sunnyvale's all-everything linebacker, and he holds him to about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 5.
So 2 receivers wide side, 1 to the near. Quarterback standing to his the left is that Baisden? I can't see the number. You got the number next to Ray? Yeah, I believe that's number 8. Conrad Baisden, the senior. Ray calls for the ball. He's going to turn, hand off to the.
He heads out
into the end zone for their score.
Yeah, he handed to Baisden that time, and he just kept it around right in. Gets the ball in the end zone, and impressive drive by Canton. Goes down 75 yards. Big play there. Bastion just really, he set it up with a big reception. and he's able to convert it for a Canton touchdown.
So Galan on for the extra point. He kicks, it's up, and it's good. And the new score, Canton Eagles 7, Sunnyvale Raiders 0. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Well, the Eagles draw first blood from the Raiders.
Back to receive for the Raiders, number 21, 8 Brown.
Yeah, impressive drive by Canton, and so Sunnyvale's going to get the football back. Looks like it's going to be a little pooch kick here.
Well, it's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line to the 25. Here goes Walker to the 30, cuts to the outside to the 30 to the 32-yard line, and Walker, instead of trying to get to the outside, decides that he'll cut back inside, and it'll be
yeah, plus field position that time. Walker fielded it around his 22-yard line, picked up about 10 yards, and Sunnyvale's going to take over, I believe, on their own 31. So after Canton takes the ball down and really just impressively scores in about 5 plays, it's going to be time for Sunnyvale to answer back.
Yeah,
now.
You've got to answer. So it's first down and 10. It'll be Moppin at quarterback, and standing to his right will be Peanut Cross. Cross comes out near side with Paul Griffin. Man in motion this time is number 15. That's DeLava. Here's the turn. Fakes, keep himself. Moppin over that right side for 1 yard.
It looked like that Canton may have jumped offside. I thought it was the nose guard. Didn't call anything on the play. And Moppin kept the ball after faking to Cross on the fly sweep and picked up maybe 2 yards, 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
So now some changes in the formation. 4 receivers wide side. One to the near side. Here's the pass out that way. That's going to be to Cross. Cross over that right side. He's going to pick up a first down and more to the 50, to the 40, all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Sunnyvale's doing a good job showing pre-snap movement. That time they actually motioned or shifted out to a quad set, and with one of them being Cross, and he picked up great yardage for the Raiders.
Cross down to the right side. Runs over a man right at that.
Sunnyvale going so fast, the down box couldn't get set. Cross picks up 6, and they're right back to the line.
Here now is Cross over that left side. He's going to get a first down here to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, 2 consecutive runs by Peanut Cross that time. That time just inside zone, picks up good yardage. It's going to be good enough for a Sunnyvale first down.
So 1st and 10 Raiders at the 21-yard line. Canton Eagles.
Who's the big throw to up the sideline?
That was Cross.
Sorry, I'm catching up. These are
moving
too quick tonight.
It's happening fast right now.
Man in motion now is Riley Harris. Turn. Moppin over that left side himself is going to keep it. He's going to drive down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4.
Quarterback keeper that time. They showed some motion with Harris. Actually ran quarterback counter away from it. Moppin picked up about 6 yards. It's going to set up 2nd and 4. Sunnyvale has had some success here after that big play to Cross, just running the football.
So here's the handoff to Cross over that left side. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I got bad news for you. The umpire just threw a flag. Anytime he does that, you can almost absolutely book it that it's going to be a holding.
It's going to be a holding.
Yeah, the umpire called it. Not really. Couldn't tell who. Maybe someone on the left side of Sunnyvale's offensive line.
And he said 77.
Yeah, that's going to push them back. And instead of 2nd and 4, this is going to create a 2nd and 14. But again, as well as you've run the football, and the one pass that they had was that fast screen to cross. Don't need to panic in this situation.
No.
You've got 2 downs, probably even 3 to get the first down.
Yeah,
here.
depending where you are. Moppin calls for the ball. Looks over the middle of the field. That ball's going to be caught to number 19. That is Hudson Leonard's going to get to the 14-yard line.
Number 0, Carson Hawkins, and number 2.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, they were Leonard was actually tight that time from his X set. He just kind of came in, settled up in the zone coverage. Canton is right now showing a 3-man front, really not getting a whole lot of pressure on Moppin. In first 3rd down situation for the Raiders, 3rd down and 3.
Man offsides. Here's
Free
the pass
play.
over the middle of the field. That's going to be caught.
Oh, comes just out.
Man, looked like a beautiful catch there by Smith, but
yeah,
it's going to be offsides against the Eagles, I believe.
Moppin knew he had a chance, so he took the seam throw to Smith. Smith just left his feet, came down. The ball fell incomplete, but you're right. It is going to be offside, and I think this is going to set up a 1st and goal for Sunnyvale.
It is 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Interesting. Looks like they've subbed a defensive lineman in the game, so they've got a 4-man front now,
Yep.
trying maybe a little bit more run conscious.
Moppin calls the ball, turns, hands off right side. Here's Cross over that right side, jumps over a man into the end zone, and Jaden Cross in for the Raiders score.
Well, Peanut went airborne on that one. They ran an inside zone. They ran inside ISO that time with Dalaba, and Cross just left his feet, got the ball in the end zone, and Sunnyvale's an extra point away from tying this up.
That was a legit run right there by Cross.
Well, you know, his insertion in the offense for the Pleasant Grove game and then the rest of the district has really energized this team.
Right, no question, offensively. So here's Pendiala on for the extra point out of the hold of Jake Ivey. Wait, the Raiders, not sure what happened there.
So they only had 10. They actually tried to run one of the linemen on the field, and they snapped the ball as he was coming on. If anything, it's going to be a legal procedure. Because he was actually going in motion toward the line of scrimmage.
Towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So they're going to back it up 5. This is still got to figure within Pendiala's range, but now they're going to get the very important 11th person in the game here.
Well, yeah.
On for the retry, number 80, Gabe Pendiala.
Pendiala set to kick that extra point. You know, those nerves get up a little bit when something like this happens. You know, after you hit the first one so hard. Here's the kick, the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 7, Canton Eagles 7. We'll be back here on Raider Media. Wait a second.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to break quite yet. It looks like that they hit Pendiala after the kick, and so Sunnyvale may have a choice on their hands as to whether or not they take this on the extra point or not. Yep.
On the kickoff. All right, 7-7. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Back here in Canton, Texas, the Raiders and Canton Eagles knotted up. And let's see what Raiders choose to do here after Pendiala is roughed.
Yeah, roughing the kicker on the one of the end men on the line came in, tried to block the kick, actually left his feet, and when he did, he hit Pendiala late. And so Sunnyvale's going to kick off from their 45. We definitely know Pendiala's got the range, and they're going to onside this one.
Yep. Not able to get it, though. Ball's recovered at the 34-yard line. Raiders, not a bad idea to do that.
No, great idea. The execution not quite there.
Yeah, just didn't get that last flip, did it?
Yeah, it was way too good a hop.
Yeah.
You know, and on that onside kick, you want that one dirty hop.
Yeah,
so
that big
speak.
flip.
Yeah. You know, you brought up an interesting point in regard to something that Canton showed, David.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that Canton has showed much 5 wide. We were talking about the lack of need this season for them to kind of bring out the back part of the playbook because they have beat everybody so bad. Their average margin of victory is like 34 points. Looks over right side. Here's Court Ray. Now that's the reverse. This ball is going to be caught and immediately tackled for a 1-yard gain. Let me tell you something. That is a dangerous pass for 1 yard.
Well, that was Caden Lucas that time that really did a good job hanging out there at his outside backer position. They actually half rolled to the left, and then Ray threw the ball back on a fast screen to the right.
Air turns, hands off left side. This is Galan, the senior, carries the ball. He's going to get a couple of yards.
Andres Galan carries the ball that time. He picks up, let's call it 2. It's going to set up a pretty important early 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Canton didn't see a 3rd down. Well, they did. They scored on 3rd down, didn't they?
Yeah. Conrad Bays then comes in here. 1 receiver to the far side, 3 to the near side. Let's see what they run here. Here's quarterback keeper Court Ray over this left side. Gets away from a man's then going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. Raiders all over him.
There's a late flag, and let's see what the late flag is. Someone lost their helmet. I believe it's one of the Canton players.
And that's gonna be a first down after they stop them.
Well, if it is any sort of a personal foul, it would be.
I think it's.
So the officials are talking about it. Ray kept the ball around the right side, picked up about 2 yards, and he was going to be short, but it's going to be a face mask call on Sunnyvale.
Now, why are they assessing it from the 40? The original line of scrimmage was the 38.
Well, they assessed it from point of foul. Yeah,
okay.
the face mask took place on the 40.
Hey,
so they
just remember that.
From there.
Just remember that ripping off of the helmet there. I thought it was going to be a personal foul, but they're going to say it was during the course of play. So 2 receivers wide side, 1 to the near. Raiders move, but don't know if they got across the line of scrimmage. Looks down the right side.
He's wide open
Could you
by
be more
himself.
open than that?
Oh, my goodness. That was a busted coverage somewhere on Sunnyvale that time. And that time it was Ethan Lewis, their junior receiver, just running by himself. And Ray had to throw the ball back across his body. But there was some sort of mix-up. Sunnyvale dodges a huge bullet.
Yeah, that was an easy touchdown. It was a walk-in touchdown. Here now, Court Ray looks over left side. Is going to keep it on that option pass. Here's the ball to the near side. That's going to be caught, though. And the Raiders just getting beat behind them over and over and over again. Not sure where the confusion is, but the Raiders actually letting them get behind them every time. Brown just
that was to Eli Boggs, and it was actually the slot receiver running a corner route, and I think one of the Raider defenders bit up on it.
Brown. Near turns, hands off left side. Here's the Raider defense we're used to. Hey, don't forget that 15-yard penalty, folks. The Raiders had them stopped, and we're going to get the ball.
That was big that time. That time, number 44, Stephon Wilson chases the guy down from behind, and what was a first and goal situation at the, I believe, the 9.
Second and goal.
Yeah, is now second and goal from the 11.
3 receivers wide side, 1 to the near side. Court Ray rolls over right side. Sees what he likes right in the middle, and the Raiders able to hit him, but real close to a touchdown. All the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's Boggs that time. Boggs really plays the role of their big inside receiver. He checked it up at about 8 yards. Broke 2 tackles, and it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Expect quarterback run here, guys.
Or a little pass play. Ooh, is that going to be a face mask?
I'm afraid it is. Sunnyvale, that was that time.
I had him lost for, goodness gracious.
Grayson Smith.
Just a killer.
Just hit him in the backfield, and it looks like it is going to be a face
and
mask.
An automatic first down.
Yeah, which should be half the distance to the goal. But yeah,
can we get that play again? Is that possible?
Yeah,
I'd like to see
I think we all saw it.
Yeah, I couldn't see if it was his face though. I know he pulled him to the side. I just guess they saw it. They're right in front of him.
Holding call. That's very
was
different.
not what I expected.
Oh, hang on. It wasn't a face mask.
Yeah. Now, I'm surprised here that the Raiders take this. It was going to be 3rd down and 8.
So we were operating off the assumption it was a face mask. Now they call it.
Yeah,
Now
that's what I said.
Holding.
I thought he grabbed his jersey up around the neck area. You know, that's what I thought. But I think I would have taken a 4th down and 7 here. 4th down and goal from the 7. Would you?
I think so. And Coach Stutz is going to call timeout here, so everybody kind of catch their breath.
We'll take it with them. Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
Back here in Canton, Texas, Raiders and Eagles knotted up at 7, but the Canton Eagles threaten again. They've got a 3rd down and goal from the 12-yard line.
Well, the Raiders opted to take the penalty. We were talking as if it was going to be a face mask against Sunnyvale, but they called the hold, and now you're looking at 4th and goal from around. It would have been 4th and goal maybe from around the 5. Sunnyvale opts to take the penalty, and now it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 12.
And that's what Stutz is arguing with the referee right now. He's saying, you did not tell me that I could take a 4th down and 7. So I think they're going to go talk to the coaches. I'm not sure what the situation is here.
I think they're going to set it ready and say it's 3rd down.
Well, because you're saying it's already been decided. They can't go back is what you're getting. I'm not disagreeing with you. You're saying that.
Yeah, I think after the fact, and
yeah, I think they're going to decline. I think they're going to let them decline it. I think that's what Renato is saying. He's over there saying, "Look, we get it."
Yeah, I feel like it should have been. So where they were kind of marking that should have been around the 8. 7 or 8.
Was it that far back?
Yeah.
It was a significant. Now I don't know what they're going to do from a forward progress perspective.
Yeah, and most importantly, it would be 4th down, which is also huge. So.
Bears Yellow Jacket 7, Wolf Point Tigers 0. First quarter, 5:49 remaining.
Well, they're still talking to the Sunnyvale staff.
4 minutes remaining in the first.
Yeah, Sunnyvale staff looks pretty upset still. I think.
Texas.
I think they felt like they didn't have an option on this.
First quarter, 5 minutes.
Okay, they are going to spot it on the 8. They are going to spot it on the 8. So they.
So now Canton's got to decide. I think they're going to kick a field goal here.
Well, a win for the Sunnyvale defense.
I think so.
Yeah, no doubt. A win for the Sunnyvale defense. If they're going to, if they're going to force them to kick the football, then that is a win.
So Galan comes on. Pretty trusty leg for Galan. That one's just going to barely get through, but it is going to make it.
Galan's field goal is good.
Well, he got it from 25, and it would have been good from 30.
Maybe 27.
Maybe 27, but Canton does take the lead 10-7 and on a successful drive, but Sunnyvale gets the football now.
We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
So Galan set to kick off for the Raiders. Back deep for the Raiders is Aiden Brown and Grayson Walker, both of them back deep for the Raiders.
Yeah, first time they popped it up, Sunnyvale got the ball around the 30 and took it about 68 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, Galan with the kick. It's going to be fielded by Walker at the 22-yard line, almost exactly where he caught it last time, now to the 30. The right side to the
Yeah, he got a seam that time.
And he's going to get to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders there.
Got a little bit of a seam that time. Walker did. Good blocking by the Raiders, and Sunnyvale's going to be able to take it out to around the 40-yard line and bring the offense back on the field. So really that drive was triggered, David, when they went into quads last time. They just ran a screen and Cross took the ball down deep inside Canton territory, and from there the ground game took over, and finally Cross scored for the Raiders.
So out for the Raiders comes Paul Griffin, number 4 Smith, Leonard, and Harris. Now there's a reset. Cross stands behind Maupin. Maupin moves Harris in motion. It's over near side. He's going to turn handoff. Cross over that left side. Going to pick up 4 yards there.
You know, really nice job by the interior defense there for Canton. Logan Steiger there on the tackle, but Cross still picks up 4 yards for Sunnyvale.
Yeah, it's a 3-3. It's a completely different look than the Raiders were expecting here. This one's a pass out to Griffin. Griffin makes the catch.
I think a lot of that is, I think a lot of the 3-3 look is really just Canton respecting Sunnyvale's passing game.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, then I think Sunnyvale will have the opportunity to run the ball right at them a little bit.
Now Cross going to come stand by Maupin. Here's the snap. Turn hands off. Cross up the middle. He's going to pick up a nice gain here. 11-yard pickup to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders.
Yeah, zone to the left that time. Good movement by the offensive line. Cross picks up 12 yards and a 1st down.
Here's the handoff to Cross up the middle again.
Run it again.
28-yard line.
Same play, just a little bit of a different result. That time he picked up about 8 yards. There is a late flag on the play. This may have been a dead ball foul. Let's see what it is. Sunnyvale, I don't think Sunnyvale likes it. So it
yeah, I think they're
going
to call it on Burleson. I think they're going to call it a personal foul on Burleson for pushing the guy down into the ground. So, going to repeat that. Is there repeat the down or no?
Yeah. So it will be. It won't. They won't repeat the down. It was after the play, and so this is going to be a second down. Yeah. Accompanied by the 15-yard penalty.
Boy, how bad has this been for the Raiders? I mean, just the penalties tonight have been killer.
Yeah, 4 wide this time for Sunnyvale.
Here's the pass over the middle. That's going to be just out of the reach of Harris. He was open there. I thought Harris got a little short arm there.
Well,
Doug.
yeah, they were actually in man coverage. And he had the defender on his hip. Pretty good coverage. The ball may have been just maybe 6 inches too high, but Harris could not bring it down. Big situation here, 3rd and 16, David. Sunnyvale needs. They need to get maybe up to half of this back here on 3rd down. Go back to the quad set. Let's see if they screen it again.
There's the pass near side. Off the hands of Leonard. He had it for a moment. Oh, Hudson Leonard had it, but now the Raiders are going to have to punt.
So that time they went out, they came back out to the quad set. They actually faked the screen look to Cross, tried to hit one of the Raider defenders down the field, and just couldn't bring it in. Sunnyvale right now is keeping their offense on the field. So let's see if maybe they're trying to draw them offside. Will they quick kick, or will they go for it here?
Yeah, it's an interesting call. It's kind of in no man's land.
Well, it's 4th and 16.
Yeah, who goes for it?
You got a long way to go.
That's a long way to go.
But they've jumped off sides on a couple. Well, no, here we go.
Yeah, they're going to get Maupin.
Now,
I don't think it got back to line. It
did, yeah. It just barely got back to the line. He's outside the tackles and lands almost exactly on the line of scrimmage and saves a huge sack.
Yeah, saves 10 yards, but the ball is going to go back to Canton.
And
so Sunnyvale went for it
Yeah.
on 4th and 16. Canton got good pressure that time.
Well, they
couldn't tell the first one there.
Well, they were hoping to hit Leonard down the sidelines on that left sidelines, and the cornerback vacated, and so there was no underneath route in the pattern.
Well, Canton takes over up 10-7 with good field position here.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that honestly, that's a switch. It should be 10-7 the other way at least, but the Raiders have gotten 2 penalties in a row. There's a pass way across the field in front of that's going to be completed. Is that French? Oh, no, that's number 5, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis on a stop route that time, picked up about 5 yards, and Ray was able to deliver a long pass.
Second down and 5. Here, looks out left side. Here comes the Raiders. Bastion over this near side and gets absolutely slaughtered. Absolutely got destroyed by hit in there.
Bastion's got some feet on him, though. He was able to
Miles.
He was able to cut it back.
Yeah, good job.
Picked up about 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah. 2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. Canton calls for the ball. Here's the snap. Looks over right side. Quarterback Court Ray's going to keep it himself. I think he's going to get the first down.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
Yeah, he goes quarterback draw that time. Again, quarterback run on 3rd down, 3rd and short. I really like that call, and they ran it there, picked up a first down. Sunnyvale did a good job rallying, though. It looked like it may have been a bigger play than that. It looked like Helton came in and stopped him for a short gain.
First down and 10, rolls over left side. Here's the pass on the near side. I thought.
Pass is complete. The number 2, Casey French.
It's completed to French. He's going to pick up about 5.
Yeah.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Half rolled to the left that time. French just stopped it up for about a 5-yard gain. Becker was there, may have almost came up the interception, but French was able to catch the football.
It rolls over right side. Ray's going to turn it. He's going to be turn on the cut back to the near side. Bastion is going to get to the line of scrimmage and maybe a little more. And I'll tell you, the Raiders got to be careful here. They have had 2 big, giant penalties on a rip off the helmet and then the other way
after the play. They tried to run a little draw that time, and nice job staying home by the Raiders.
Did they throw the penalty here? Because it looked like
Number 7, Court Ray, around the left side.
I don't see a penalty.
I don't see it.
I don't see a penalty.
They're
going to see
gonna
where
be a
they
yard
mark
short.
is.
That's going to be 4th down and 1.
So they ran quarterback counter that time, and he picked up. He needed 4 yards. He got 3, and it's going to be 4th and 1 here.
So quarterback may just keep it in Court Ray's hands. That's probably what I would do. Now, I will say they've had some success with Bastion. They're going to let it run down, or is that going to be now? They're going to let it run down and call timeout, I guess.
It looks like they are. Yeah, they're going to call timeout with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this. Now, I wonder which would be worse or more interesting here, Doug. If you're Canton, do you go for the jugular on this play or just try to get the first down?
No.
I guess they've averaged enough yardage that you're not worried about it.
Now, yeah, you're going to try to get the first down here, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
So 4th down and 1 to go. There's a quarterback keeper over that right side. It's close, but I think he got it. Yeah.
Looked like he had to cross around the 36-yard line. I think he got it. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I think he got 2.
Yeah, I think he got 1.5.
Oh no, they just gave him the 1, so enough for the first down, but that's it.
They come back into a 4 wide look. They're pushing the pace a little bit.
Right. Oh, here's the snap. Looks over left side. Here's the out route thrown right in front of Becker. And Looked like Becker was there, but Van Hooser makes that catch. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, Van Hooser again just ran about an 8-yard route that time. 2nd and 2, great field position for Canton.
Canton's going to run one more play. Looks over right side. He's going to throw that out route. Ball's going to be caught.
Pass is complete.
Big hit on the outside, but
Pass complete to number 10.
pass complete. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Canton Eagles, who continue to move the ball on this Raider defense. We'll be back here on Raider Media for the 2nd quarter. Eagles lead at 10-7. We'll be back right after this. Back here in Canton, Texas, the Canton Eagles lead the Sunnyvale Raiders 10-7.
Yeah, pretty interesting first quarter. Canton's had the ball twice. They scored on about a 5-play drive. Drove back down inside the 5-yard line of Sunnyvale's. Had to settle for a field goal. Sunnyvale impressively took the first possession down the field. They got their 7.
So here's the snap. Turns, fakes it. Quarterback Court Ray keeps it himself over the near side. Going to be tackled by Brown after a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, Aiden Brown came up and stopped a touchdown. Well-designed play that time. There was actually a lead blocker there for Ray. They did a good job out on the perimeter, and Ray picked up close to 7 yards.
So here's the snap. Turns, looks over right side. Here's the ball over that right side. There's going to be a penalty on. Boy, I'll tell you, it just looked like.
Yeah, so they ran an RPO that time, was looking for, try to get the receiver number. I believe it was Ethan Lewis.
Yeah, and,
on a slant route, and
Ivy just hooked him.
Yeah, Ivy just hooked him before he could get the ball, and so this is going to be, I believe it's going to be defensive pass interference. Should set up around the 3-yard line. Well, the time before Sunnyvale, David, they kind of rose to the occasion, kept Canton out of the end zone. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, ball's actually on the 2-yard line. It's going to be tough for the Raiders. This is the Canton Eagles have done a pretty good job of getting a yard or two when they wanted it.
Sunnyvale 5-man front of the game, expecting inside run.
So over the near side, Court Ray's going to go into the end zone for the Eagles score.
It was actually set up to go inside Ray. There was nothing there. Ray just bounced it to the outside. No one was home, and Canton extends their lead.
Well, it's 16-7 with 11:27 remaining.
The point after attempt to snap, number 42, Hayden Harrell. On the hole, number 0, Carson Hawkins.
Pretty nice job by the Eagles. They were able to convert a 4th and 1, and they take the ball in for the score.
So here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Canton Eagles 17, Sunnyvale Raiders 7. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Well, the Canton Eagles extend that lead over the Sunnyvale Raiders. It's 17-7. Raiders in road white, Canton Eagles in home black. Well, Doug, what are the Raiders going to have to do here?
Well, more than anything, you cannot make those penalties to put yourself behind the chains. Sunnyvale's had great success running the football. Don't know the exact yards, but Cross has had a big night so far. Sunnyvale's hit a couple big passes. Just be consistent, continue to move the ball.
Here's the kick, comes down to Walker over that left side. He's going to get somewhere near the 35-yard line.
That one was a little bit more shallow. It was actually fielded on about the 27, 28-yard line. And Walker, no fair catch. He advances the football. Sunnyvale is going to set up on about the 35-yard line. And it is important here, David, for the Raiders to drive the football, go down and get a touchdown. But again, not a situation yet that Canton has truly stopped Sunnyvale. They were able to turn it over on downs after that dead ball foul. But the Raiders have got to reestablish the fact that they can move the football either on the ground or through the air.
So Maupin with Cross standing behind him. Here's the turn, hands off Cross, heads out to the right side, then cuts back into the left. Past the 40-yard line, all the way down to the 47-yard line. That's 12-yard pickup.
Well, the Raiders have numbers there that time. It's the 3-3 look that Canton is playing. They motioned Delaba back in the backfield, and Sunnyvale had 6 to run the football.
Here's Leonard with a catch and steps out of bounds. I think right near the first down. Yeah, it's going to be 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, that time Leonard just went down, showed his numbers. Maupin put it on him, and Leonard was able to make a few extra yards, move the chains for Sunnyvale, and 2 plays there quickly in Canton's territory.
Yeah. Triangle formation on that far side.
Yeah, you're bunched that way. Let's see if maybe Sunnyvale tries to do some sort of run that direction.
They got maybe to jump here. Here's Cross over that right side.
They did. They ran to the bunch that time. Anytime you run to the bunch, it does create a situation that if you don't roll somebody up to that you've got more people to block out there than Canton does defensively. They were able to pick up 3, but a pretty nice tackle that time by the linebacker from Canton. Could not pick up the number.
2nd down and 7. Here's a throw out right side. That's Ben Griffin on the catch.
So flags on the play. I'll tell you, it looked like both 2 men on the Canton left side defensively moved before the snap. So let's see if that is. It's going to be the ball. It'll be declined. Sunnyvale will take the play and a 1st down.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of times that defensive line is being very aggressive, and we've seen a lot of jumps in there that have not been flags. And that in general, both teams are staying a full yard off the ball because they do want to play aggressive and to keep out of offsides trouble.
Here's a Cross over that left side.
Yeah, so they went to a 4-man front that time. Most of the time tonight, they've shown 3.
Yeah.
They had a 4-man front. Sunnyvale just did not have that extra blocker. They were in a 4-wide look when they were. Canton made the play, held Cross to his shortest carry of the night. 2nd and 9 for the Raiders.
2nd down, 9. Maupin calls the ball, looks over right side. Nope, it's going to pull it down, looks over that right side. It's going to throw that ball to Griffin. Beautiful catch out there on the far side by Ben Griffin.
So Maupin dropped back to pass. Everyone was covered when he broke the pocket. Griffin did a nice job just working up the sideline. Ball was thrown just a little to the outside. Griffin twisted his body back, brought it back in. Sunnyvale's now got the ball 1st and goal on the Canton 8.
So Maupin under center here.
Old-fashioned
right
ISO
side. This is
football.
isolation play over to Cross. Cross going to get down to the 1-yard line. Maybe the 2 or 3.
Yeah, they brought Delaba in, and Maupin was under center. They brought Delaba in and just ran the football right at Canton. Picked up about 5 yards. Here it comes again.
Oh, here's Cross over that right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, he stumbled about the 1, but he was able to extend the ball out, got the ball in. Exactly what Sunnyvale needed was to answer that score by Canton. They get back on the board. 2nd touchdown rushing for Cross on the night.
So here comes Pindiala in to add the extra point to get this to a 3-point game, hopefully. So here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Canton Eagles 17, Sunnyvale Raiders 14. Let's see if the Raider defense can get a stop. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
So Pindiala set to kick off for the Raiders at the 40-yard line. Back deep for Canton is number 3, Galan, and can't get the other number over there. So here's Pindiala set to kick. Ball is going to be pounded into the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Canton Eagles.
Well, Sunnyvale did what they had to do. They had decent field position on the 35.
Yeah. And Doug,
combination of being able to run the football, hit a couple big pass plays, and then cross converted for Sunnyvale. And now Canton's right back offensively. And they've had some success, David.
Yeah, they haven't been stopped.
Sunnyvale's been close. They've been close, but Canton's been able to catch the football, move the chains. They've run the ball when they've needed to.
Big penalties, six penalties, 61 yards, and a number of those have been a forced or an automatic first down in bad situations for the Eagles.
Here's that pass over the middle of the field. Man wide open. This could be a house call. Raiders going to make the tackle at the 20-yard line. And, Doug, these deep passes are absolutely killing the Raiders.
Well, that was Ethan Lewis that time. So nothing was happening early. Ray escaped the pocket, and Sunnyvale's coverage just found they found a hole right in the middle of the secondary.
Pass is complete to number 5, Ethan Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis again runs about a 5-yard stop route. He actually went down to a knee to catch the football, so it was blown dead. I think a couple of the faithful here wanted a late penalty hit from Lucas, but Lucas was about halfway there already.
A handoff to the running back. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it himself over that right side. Oh, he's going to get some nice yardage. Raiders not actually filling well there. That's going to be a 1st and goal now from the 9-yard line. And Doug, we have not seen this from the Sunnyvale Raider defense this year, even against Pleasant Grove.
This is a good offense. It really is. You know, they have put up some points. Got to be missing their senior captain there in the middle of the field.
Right, that's true.
In Gardner.
Here's Court Ray over this left side. Raiders look like they've got him pinned up this time, and he does. It's out of bounds about the 9.
Well, this may be good news. The umpire called through one. If you're a Raider fan, this could be good news. It looks like that it may be holding behind the play on really what was a quarterback sweep. But I think the umpire may have called it, and if it is a hold, it'll be marked from the spot. And so instead of 2nd goal from the 8, it's going to be 1st and goal, but it's going to be on the 19-yard line.
Well, maybe the Raiders will catch a break here. Have not been really good so far tonight on defense.
Well, a couple times Sunnyvale's lost their people in the middle of the field. Canton's been able to find it. You know, what has been impressive about Ray is if there's an open receiver, he can sort it out.
He does. Creates more time, looks over near side. Here's the Raiders on the run, chasing Ray. Ray's going to get hit for no gain. Dropped, maybe a loss of 2. Back to the 19.
Yeah, that time he had to abort the pocket. Good coverage downfield. Only a 3-man route by Canton, and nothing there. Ray tries to keep the ball, gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Lucas again comes up from his outside linebacker position, makes the tackle, and you've got the ball 2nd and goal from the 19.
7:40 remaining. Turn, looks over left side. Ray's going to keep it himself. This time he's going to be hit for no gain. at the 19-yard line.
Well,
nice job there by Jude Miles.
Yeah, quarterback counter that time. Jude Miles and your senior linebacker, Austin Helton, there to make the play. 3rd and goal from the 19 now in this situation, probably 4-down territory. I don't know if the kicker would have quite the range here, but we'll have to see what they get on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do here, because are you just trying to get 10 yards so you know that you've got the, what are you trying to do here? That's a good question.
Yeah, Stutz is going to call timeout.
Yeah,
He
call
called
timeout
it right before the snap.
All right, we'll take it with him here on Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
Well, the Raiders call timeout here. Here's the situation. It's a 3rd down and goal from the 19-yard line. And
big penalty there on 1st down. It was going to be 2nd goal from around the 8. The holding penalty has pushed the ball back, and now Sunnyvale's got a chance to hold Canton without points if they can make a couple more stops here.
Yeah, you got to be smart too if you're the Raiders. You don't rough the quarterback, things like that. Those things that are automatic 1st down. That's kind of what they're hoping for here.
Actually coming to a bunch set, a little different look this time.
Interesting. Here now, Ray looks over the middle of the field.
Plenty of time.
Got plenty of opportunity. This one's in the back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's a touchdown. I cannot believe that actually happened right there. One guy, plenty of time into the end zone, and the Raiders just have no answer for the Eagle offense at this time.
Yeah, that's Case in French that time. He ran a post route and looked like Sunnyvale may have been in man coverage, and again, Fort finds the guy downfield, and it's going to be
on a 3rd down and goal.
24-14 from the 19.
24-14. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
Doug, it feels like the old Big 12 to me right now. It's like, man, it's like watching. It's like, Court Ray looks like Patrick Mahomes back in the day.
Little. You give him time, he's going to find the open man. And of course, Sunnyvale has really been able to match them play for play, except for the one time that the ball went over on downs.
Walker at the 24-yard line goes right side now, cuts into the middle. He's going to get just past the 30 to the 31.
Pretty good coverage that time by Canton. They were able to hold Walker's return to about 7 yards. Sunnyvale's going to take over the 31. If you go back to the Big 12 analogy here, though, it's time for Sunnyvale to answer, right? Canton's driven the ball down the field. They've had 4 possessions, 4 scores. Sunnyvale now, it's their opportunity to move the football, and again, they've had a lot of success, and so let's see what the coaches will be dialing up.
So 1st and 10, 3 receivers wide side. Cross comes and stands to the left of Maupin. Here's the snap. Turns, hands off right side. This is the play that worked last night against Canton for the JV and freshman.
So just a wide sweep action. That it's actually a read. If there is someone that shows and forces cross, then Maupin can keep the football. There was really no one there on the perimeter that time. Good read by Maupin, great run by Cross. 2nd down and let's call it 2nd and 3. So
2nd down and 3. 3 receivers wide side, 1 to the near. Here's Maupin, calls the ball, looks over left side, is going to throw that out route to Leonard. Leonard's going to make the reception. He's going to get to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there.
Pretty secure tackle that time by the corner, Lewis. He came up, and Leonard had it for about a 5-yard gain, was trying to wiggle free, but Lewis held on. But first down, Sunnyvale nonetheless.
Maupin looks over left side, he's going to throw it over to Leonard again.
Well, again, that's almost a read from the standpoint that if he has cushion and Lewis is providing cushion, that's just giving him the opportunity to go down. Shows about a 5-yard route and a 5-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 5. Man in motion is Harris. Cross face the quarterback. Here's the pass. Maupin throws it to Harris. That's low.
So Maupin actually had someone, the linebacker scraped out in his face. Canton defended that well. You know, that's almost a triple option look. When Maupin pulled the football, most of the time Harris is going to be there, but Canton had that well played.
Yeah.
Now you've got a big situation here, 3rd down and 4.
I might have floated that to him.
Well, it's one of those, they had pressure, and I feel like Maupin's been under pressure a lot more tonight than we've seen the other way, right? As far as, let's see, Court Ray, he's not been under as much pressure.
Here's Maupin over the left side. He's going to run it himself. I think he's going to get the first down.
He picks up the first down. Really not a whole lot there, but quality job by Maupin. Just pulled the football down. Knew he needed to get 4 yards, and he got 5.
Yeah, maybe 6.
Injured player on the field.
Well, there's an injured Canton Eagle on the play. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this. Well, Caden Haverla was the injured Canton Eagle on that first down play, or that play resulting in a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Raiders. Here, Maupin over that left side's got a nice run going.
Yeah, zone read that time. They really had done a good job bottling things up to the right. There was no one home on the left. Maupin just made a nice read, picked up a first down. Sunnyvale right back to the football.
Here's a cross right up the middle. Cross going to get, about 9 yards.
Inside zone that time, pulled the guard around, and Maupin was able to follow him for good yardage. Sunnyvale on the move.
Over left side, here's the pass over to Leonard. Leonard's going to make the catch, but that's going to be all.
Well, he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
He actually bobbled it as he was trying to get away, but was able to secure it, picks up the first down, 1st and 10 on the 15, 4:35 to go in the first half.
So 1st down and 10. 2 receivers wide side, 1 to the near. Turn hands off, cross over that right side. Cross patiently picking his way for about 4 over that right side.
Yeah, pretty tough run that time. Canton had things fairly bottled up that time. That was Jackson Gatlin, their defensive tackle, and pretty tough run by Cross. He picked up, I think they're going to mark it maybe about let's call it a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
So So here's the snap to Maupin. Turns, hands off Brown over the right side. No. He keeps it himself. Maupin is in for the score, follows Brown, walk the dog into the end zone, and the Raiders respond, which is important, Doug.
Oh, yeah, you've got to respond in that situation. A great read. Again, it was a read play by Maupin, and he walks the ball into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third rushing touchdown on the night for the Raiders, and they're an extra point away from pulling within 3 again.
So here's Pindiala on for the extra point.
Raiders number 10, Ivy to kick, Pindiala.
So here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is boomed through the uprights. And the new score, Canton Eagles 24, Sunnyvale Raiders 21. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
You know, it was hard to tell, Doug, how good this Canton Eagle team was because of the quality of their opponents. Of course, they have just shredded people all year long. And, of course, we are seeing that they have a very salty offense for sure.
Yeah, they really do. They're a talented offense. They've got a quarterback in Ray that is just he does a great job in distributing the football and some good receivers as well.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not like the Raiders have been close to getting an interception or something. It just, it's been nothing so far.
Football's sequence, right? We talk a lot about sequence. Right now, Canton has the lead 24-21, 3:40 to go before halftime. Sunnyvale gets the ball coming out in the second half.
So if you get a stop here and maybe put anything on the board, whether it be a field goal, a touchdown, whatever it is.
Even if you don't do that, if you just can keep Canton off the field somehow, then that does create a situation that Sunnyvale really sort of begins to move back to the driver's seat. However, Canton moves the football here. They can get points on the board before halftime. They got to feel good about the way things have gone in their first half.
Oh, Ray looks over near side, sees what he likes out in the middle of the field. That one's going to be knocked away by Walker.
Yeah, nice job by Walker. So they tried to run the corner route, Case and French that time, and Walker from his safety comes over, knocks the ball away. Quality play, second down at 10.
Man, I'll tell you that Court Ray is a really good dual-threat quarterback.
Yes, he is. And that was a well-thrown ball. Walker just saw what was going on in front of him, and he was able to come over and knock the pass down.
So we're near side Court Ray. Here we're going to see the other side of his play. He's going to run the ball. Going to be tackled there by
Ray picks up 5 on the
Miles and number 3, Caden Lucas.
Yeah, so Lucas is playing a little hybrid position. That time he actually started at what I would almost consider to be like almost a free safety, but he is able to come up and force run when he sees it. Third down at 5, big play here. And Canton's got an H in the game. Look at the number of people around the football for Sunnyvale.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not sure what.
Yeah, Canton's going to call timeout.
And we'll take it with them here on Raider Media. We'll be back for the end of the half right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
So 24-21, ball's at the 30-yard line.
David, Canton's had a lot of success running their stop route. That time, Becker actually had rolled up to try to play some press coverage and stop that. You kind of got to see what the rest of the secondary is going to be looking at and whether that's available. 3rd and 5 that they're looking at, pretty good call time before, and they do. They've got an H-back in the game here.
Here now looking for that screen play to the near side. Raiders are all over it. Ball is incomplete.
Yeah, really nice play by Helton. He actually, they tried to run a screen to the H, and Helton just, he sniffed that out. He was there about the time the pass arrived and broke it up. So it's going to be 4th and 5. And looks like, Canton's
you
going
got
to be.
punt, right?
Yeah, they're going to be punting the football away here.
This part of the field, surely.
Yeah.
Right? So, 2:45. Raiders get it at the half.
I can see the Raiders figuring out something here.
This was exactly what Sunnyvale needed, though. They needed that.
How many players are out there?
They needed that stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It always looks like when it's, I guess because it's the way the Raiders play it here. Just don't do anything dumb, right? Don't run.
Yeah, even running into the kicker is not good in this situation, right?
They're going to call a timeout.
Cant's going to call a timeout again.
Okay. Well, we'll take it with them. That's Canton's final timeout of the half. Raiders, I believe, still have one. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
So it's 4th down and 5. Raiders, surely they're in punt safe, right?
Well, they're dropping Walker back.
No, that's actually Cross.
I'm sorry, that's Cross. They are punt safe.
That ball's going to go way down into Raider territory.
Yeah, good
really
run
good
that
punt.
time.
21-yard line.
Run by number 1, Lathan Pruitt. Raiders
Well,
will take over 1st and 10
they dropped Cross back. They actually punted the ball away from him, and the ball hit and rolled down to the Raider 21. Sunnyvale has 1 timeout left, 2:36, and the 2-minute timeout. In my opinion, as fast as they go, their ability to throw the football, I don't think time is an issue here. What was incredibly important was Sunnyvale stopping Canton in that situation. That 3 and out does allow the offense some time, and Sunnyvale conceivably could double dip in this situation. Double dip meaning score here, score coming out after the half.
What a great punt that was, though. Harris in motion. Look, turn hands off. This is Cross over that right side. Cross is going to get a first down here. They're going to call
late flag.
Yeah, very late.
Well, so when he bounced it to the outside, normally what you're going to see there is maybe one of the wideouts that was holding. Now that's just, again, speculation on my part, but the referee did show it, or did throw the flag. So
I think he's calling on right tackle.
Yep. Same thing. When the ball bounced, Ekwu just tried to seal the perimeter, and that's going to back it up.
And now
it's a spot foul, so it's only an 8-yard penalty, but still penalty nonetheless.
Okay. Not sure Ekwu needed to do that. I think Cross would have outrun that defensive end. 2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. Here's the snap. Turn, looks over right side. That's the pass out there to Griffin.
Well, Griffin, quick out. He gets most of the penalty yards back.
Yeah,
looks like he got about 6,
7.
On the coverage and run out of bounds by number 34, Casey Kewen.
I think he got 7 yards actually.
Could have been 6.
You have
could have been 6. Maybe 7.
You got the Griffins on your fantasy team, or
no? It's you know what 6'7" is? Okay, never mind, Doug. You're too old. No one knows what it is, so don't feel bad. Turns, fakes it, looks over the middle of the field. Here's Moppin. Thinks about running it, and he's going to throw it away. With his left hand, by the way.
It was a left-handed throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, he tried to run it, but really good defense there by the Eagles. And now third and 11. Big situation for the Raiders. You need to overcome this, or you're going to give the ball back to Canton in what could be decent field position.
Yeah, probably would be.
They are playing. They're playing soft coverage. You know, Leonard probably has 8 yards. I don't know if they'll take advantage of that or they'll try to push the ball farther down the field.
Here. Pass over now.
Yeah,
that play was intended for Cross the entire way, completely sniffed out by Canton. They'd watched plenty of film, knew exactly what was going to happen there.
And nice pressure that time by one of the Canton.
Yeah.
You know, the try to get that number.
Yeah.
I believe it's number 63. Really nice pressure by him, and that's Logan Steiger. And Sunnyvale's going to have to punt with 2:12 left. Canton could have good field position, but Pendiala has been known to boom them.
We'll see. So here's the snap with the kick. Bounces. Oh, that ball is on the ground. That ball is on the ground. Raiders got a chance. Raiders got a chance to get the football.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
that was a very fortuitous bounce there.
Yeah, Canton came down with it.
How about that? That almost.
Well, you know, anytime the ball hits the ground, weird things happen, right? The ball hit the ground that time, and Canton is able to recover it. But look at the field position, okay?
Yeah, it was close.
So the ball was punted from the 19, and it goes all the way down to the Canton 20. So 61-yard field position move here with about 2:02 to go. And keep in mind, Canton has no timeouts.
Yeah. Raiders have one. 2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. Here's the snap. Turn, hands off right up the middle. Bastion gets a nice little run here, 7 yards. Was there a
2-minute timeout?
Oh, 2 minutes. Got it. Okay, I was like, what's happening here?
Yeah, 2-minute timeout at 1:55.
On the tackle for the Raiders, number 50, Jude Miles.
Well, that's 2 minutes. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this. Well, 2 minutes left in the half. 2nd down and 3. Now Canton got what they wanted there. Raiders looked like they had a Bastion bottled up, but he gets out. Here now, Ray looks over near side, wants to throw it over the middle. Raiders are right there. That ball is almost picked off. Walker just never saw it.
Well, that one was caused by Grayson Smith, who got a lot of pressure up on Court Ray very quickly and makes that ball come out early.
Yeah, from great call. Not only early, but probably the least advised pass of the half. And now you've got a 3rd and 3. Sunnyvale stops them here. They're going to call a timeout and get the football back.
They do get it, and they get to run the ball here. I mean, they can. My guess is they run the ball here. If they get the first down, they'll move quickly. That's my guess.
I thought that they would run the ball on 2nd down.
Okay.
I thought they would run it on 2nd down, force Sunnyvale to either take the timeout or.
Yeah, here's Ray over that right side, gets outside. Raiders are there. I think they stop him.
Yeah, he's short.
He's not going to get the first down. You got to think Sunnyvale calls the timeout here. It's going to be 4th down and
timeout.
I think where they spot it, it's going to be 4th and 1.
Timeout.
Yeah,
Raiders,
there's the timeout.
Well, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting. So Sunnyvale has the opportunity to get the football back.
Yep.
They'll have no timeouts left. Goodness, you know.
Yep.
20 years ago, this is definitely I'm going to punt the football away situation.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
maybe not.
I don't. Nowadays, do you really want to give the ball back to this Sunnyvale offense?
I don't know. I mean, you've held them. I don't know.
And
It's an interesting call.
Now let's roll it back, okay? If they run the ball on second down, even if they're stopped, Sunnyvale calls the timeout, and then on third down, they run the ball again and they're stopped. They can run the clock down to a minute. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I thought the second down run, the second down pass there, actually, when it fell incomplete, did Sunnyvale a favor. And maybe they've got an opportunity to take advantage of it because Canton is going to punt here.
Yeah. I think it's probably the smart play for Canton.
Oh, yeah,
1:30
it
left.
is. Low snap.
Low snap. Ball's on the ground. They're going to call a penalty marker. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. It is. You still have running into the kicker.
Are you kidding me? He got a piece of it.
Injury on the field.
He's going to tell him. I think he's going to tell him he got a piece of it.
So is that speculation or do you know?
The coaches are all saying he got a piece of it.
I think the coaches are saying it's not running into. So the punter is still down on the play. More than likely, I think they're going to call running into the kicker here, and that'll give Canton the automatic first down, and really a situation now they're going to be able to kind of begin to accelerate play a little bit.
Wow.
Well, you do have a man down on the field. Okay. They're getting him up to his feet now. Yeah. So the whole thing was set up by a low snap. And one of the Sunnyvale special team members did hit the guy late, but apparently they are going to call running into the kicker. I would think running into, not the 15-yard, but we're about to see because I think they're calling it 15-yard.
Oh my, just a killer. Just have never seen a game where more calls have made a bigger deal.
What's the distinction between a running into versus a personal?
So normally running into the roughing is if you hit the plant leg, right? And that may have been what they called was he actually hit the plant leg.
He hit him square in the chest. That was,
Well, 1:25 to go, and now Canton's got to be thinking about the opportunity to go get points, and there's a fumble.
There's a fumble on the ball. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. The Raiders have it.
A fumble on the snap,
How
and now
about that?
Sunnyvale gets the ball.
Is that the old ball never lies? How about that?
Number by number 50, Jude Miles of the Raiders.
And the Raiders, wow, how about that?
Injured player on the field.
Well, I tell you what, you want to talk about a turn of events. Canton had the ball on the 45. The snap really wasn't too bad, but it got away from the quarterback. And now Sunnyvale is going to have the football with about a minute, 1:18 to go, and plenty of time. Great field position.
Is this a cramp-looking thing going on here? Or what's happening?
Not certain. One of the one of the Canton players is being
number
looked
8.
at.
I think it's Baisden.
Well, that would be a loss if not.
He's a good player.
He's been a good player and has really done some good things this first half.
Yeah.
Walks off under his own power. What a change of events,
Wow,
guys.
how crazy is that?
Change of
How
events.
crazy is all that? Just every bit of that. Everything we've seen. This is crazy.
This whole half,
craziest.
Both. It's been a lot of offense both ways. We're up over 500 yards in the first half combined.
Moffitt's going to go under center here on 1st and 10. Griffin moves in to the right side.
Play action pass.
It's over the middle of the field. Man, they had that one scouted. They're going to throw it to Peanut. Oh, what a left-handed pass to the 20, to the 25, to the 5, 10, inside the 10, all the way down to the 9-yard line. Left-handed pass.
You cannot be serious.
That was a left-handed pass. Here's Jaden Crosser on that left edge, the 5, into the end zone. Raiders take the lead for the first time tonight. Put it on them right here, Raiders.
Well, just
to finish the half.
Yeah, just two really talented plays. First, they went play action pass, and Maupin somehow got the ball away to Cross.
With his left hand.
With his left hand for a big gain, and then Cross just willed the ball into the end zone. And Sunnyvale, for the first time tonight, takes the lead.
So here's the extra point try by Pendiala. It's up, and it's good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 27, Canton Eagles 24. I'm exhausted. We'll be back right after this. We are back here in Canton, Texas, and I think everyone from Sunnyvale to Canton is here right now. I mean, look down the sidelines here, Doug. Down both sides, this side is completely packed out. The Raiders side is packed out. It's just really kind of unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, gosh,
great.
Yeah. You look at
great
everybody
high school
over here
football.
in front of the concession stands, around the fences.
And it's been an entertaining first half. You've got 52 points that have been scored. Now we can say the key play was the fumble right before halftime, and Sunnyvale converts on 2 unbelievable plays.
Yeah. Let's see now what'd you do if you have Court Ray here? You try to maybe get one good run? I mean, the Raiders don't have any timeouts, so you can make a play or two, right?
Yeah, neither have timeout.
Right, I'm saying so because the Raiders don't, you're not worried about them trying to get the ball here. Pendiala's kick is into the end zone, as you might imagine.
Well, you know, the other thing that you do have to factor in is that Sunnyvale does get the football coming out the second half, and they have only one drive. They went 3 and out. Pendiala had to punt, but other than that, Sunnyvale pretty much has moved the ball at will.
The speedy Galan is in to the right of Ray. Ray calls the ball, looks over near side. He's going to get out in the middle, and nice tackle there by Becker. Becker, absolutely.
Yeah, they were that time. It looked like they were running a zone concept, and Becker rolled up as the corner and made a solid
so here's
tackle.
the snap. Ray's going to keep it himself. He's going to be looked like he was going to be stopped. Breaks into the secondary. Going to get to the 39-yard line. They're going to stop it for just a second.
Yeah, you got 28 seconds left now.
On the running back that got the ball pulled, got plastered in the backfield.
I'm not sure what's happening here. Why is the ball? What's happening here?
Yeah, one of the Raiders came up with the football.
Yeah, but you got to start the clock here.
Well,
I mean,
it was ruled down. Not certain what the referee is talking about, but
they're giving him basically a timeout here, Doug.
Well, that does give Canton an opportunity to kind of make sure they get a good play call in. Again, not really certain what they're talking about. Ball will start on the set ready. So here it goes. They're rolling it now.
Ray calls for the ball. Be just like this, the way this half has gone. There's something crazy to happen here.
That was such tough coverage that time, and French just comes down with it. Looked like there were about 3 Raiders around him.
Yeah, if you're the Raiders, you got to get deep.
Comes down with it. 8 seconds left. Last play of the half.
Look, the last play of the half. You got to get way deep over here. That one's over everybody's head. And that's the end of the half.
That's the end of a crazy first half.
How about that? I sure thought there was a second, but I sure thought that was the second left on the clock when that hit the ground. But what did you think, Brandon? Thoughts on the first half, man?
Long list of, and as I said, we're just under 600 yards of combined offense in this first half.
Yeah,
we'll have to see who has some gas getting into the second. I mean, you got 2 very prolific offenses, and it's been heavyweights throwing big haymakers after haymakers after haymakers.
And the difference winds up being the fumble. And again, tight football games, turnovers, right? And so the turnovers that time went Canton's way. Sunnyvale is able to recover it and in 2 plays they convert that to a Raider touchdown. And instead of going in 24-21 at halftime, it's 28-24 Raiders.
Well, how about that? Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back here, watch the Sunnyvale Band, and have a little halftime show. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Raider Media. There's a lot of things happening on our Raider Media as we continue to expand that into fine arts and basketball games, and there's all kinds of things like that that'll be happening in the days ahead. We'll be back here on Raider Media. Raiders lead at 28-24 at half. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of Sunnyvale welcomes you to our spectacular halftime performance of Soul, sponsored by Hope Coffee, Dallas Avionics, Misfit Makerspace, and the Fitzpatrick Corporation. Soul features the following musical selections: Summer by Vivaldi, Lost Into Trying by Sun Lukes, It Is Well With My Soul, arranged by Dennis Yinos, Ritual Fire and Dance by Manuel De Faya, and Let the Sun Shine by the Fifth Dimension. Music arranged by Dennis Yinos. Percussion arrangements by Micronation and Riley Moore. Get ready to sit back and enjoy Soul as the Sunnyvale Raider Pride Band takes the field. The student leadership team would now like you to put your hands together for our Member of the Week, Deborah Ubani. Percussion Member of the Week goes to Danica Segundo. And our honorary color guard Member of the Week is Allison Barton. Section of the week goes to the front ensemble. And now, ladies and gentlemen, setting the Raider standard of excellence, senior drum majors Ethan Durr and Sydney Walford, color guard captains Abigail Phillip and Suzanne Joseph. Drum majors, you may begin your performance when ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of Sunnyvale, your Raider Pride marching band. Now, Raider fans, on your feet for the Sunnyvale Raider fight song. Our band is under the incredible musical direction of Jacob Pypak, Isaiah Delgado, Michael Nation, Rick Snowy. Our director, Matt Lopera. We appreciate everyone for listening. Raider fans, thank you for supporting us. Go Raiders! Ladies and gentlemen, Canton High School is proud to present the Canton High School Marching Band. Tonight, the mighty Canton Band is performing their state qualifying 2025 show. The mighty Canton Band is an award-winning band that has been to the UIL State Marching Contest 17 times and medaled at 9 of those appearances. The band is also the 2021 recipient of the highly coveted Summer Shield, an international award for their accomplishments in marching band. The mighty Canton Band is finishing another great marching season with a trip to the UIL State Marching Contest in the Alamo Dome. The band would like to thank the Canton community for their continual support, and the directors would like to thank the entire band for the memories you have created this year, with special thanks to the seniors for the memories you have given us for 4 years. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Elise, Lil Polly Paulette, and Gabe, Gorgeous Boy Batista, please welcome that mighty band from Eagle Land, the Canton High School Marching Band.
Well, it's halftime here in Canton, Texas, and there are a lot of people here, Brandon.
Yes, there are. They are everywhere.
Honestly, I was just looking around. I was thinking to myself, and I'm being serious. There are thousands of people here, and it's hard to believe in a couple of smaller towns like Sunnyvale and Canton, but there are a lot of people that have come to see this game. Perhaps one of the best games in East Texas this week, and the Sunnyvale Raiders lead it here at halftime, 28-24. Raiders will get the ball to start the second half, but let's talk about that in a moment. Can you perhaps give us some of the stats or maybe a little bit, Brandon, of what transpired? I know that Canton went up 7-0. Raiders tie it at 7. You got those plays down here, scoring plays?
Well, yeah, I don't know that. Let's see.
Lots of things happening.
Yeah, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes doing nothing. Let's see. So, all rushing touchdowns for the Sunnyvale Raiders. So, one in the first quarter, they've had 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. 3 of which have come from Jaden Cross, 1 of which has been from Kason Mop, and that one that he tucked in. All of those so 9 yards, 3 yards, 12 yards, and 10 yards, all very close. No real huge plays for the Sunnyvale Raiders, unlike the Canton Eagles. So the Canton Eagles have started out their drive twice with a 55-yard pass down the field. Where
Both
they went from
55 yards?
Yes. They went from the 25 all the way down to the 20. I have to check my math in my head. All the way down there, and all of a sudden they're on a short field. They've done that twice, and that resulted, I believe, in 2 touchdowns. Or a touchdown for each one of those, and it's been kind of a crazy one. I know I talked about, 287 yards for the Raiders, 279 yards for the Canton Eagles, and it's really been all up and down the field, just constantly the entire time, and a lot of offense. We're coming pretty close to 600 yards of offense. Like I said, so for the Sunnyvale Raiders, it's been all on the ground, 4 rushing touchdowns. For the Canton Eagles, they've got a pair of rushing touchdowns, one by Court Ray and one by Conrad Bastian. And then Court Ray also has a passing touchdown to Kason French. That was from the 19, and that was another one of those big time in the back of the end zone and huge plays. The other thing to me that's been pretty crazy is the Raiders have 8 penalties for 86 yards, and a number of them have been automatic first downs.
So, 86 yards is a crazy number of penalties
so
and a half.
Half of them have been defensive automatic first downs.
How many is that for
4 out of the 8.
Wow. Well, Steve Glenn was asking me and the Godfather about that. Well, when you have 4 plays that result in first downs with penalties in a half, 86 yards, that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really been crazy.
It's really amazing that you're in the lead, honestly, against such a good team as this Canton Eagles team is.
Yeah, Canton Eagles have 4 penalties for 30 yards. Let's see if we look at those real quick. Those have been a couple of holdings. No, I put the roughing the kicker on the wrong one then.
Okay.
So the probably the biggest stat of the first half, in my opinion, was turnovers. When you get into a big football game, two really good teams, and going back and forth, you think about the turnover. They had the roughing the punter,
which is kind of a turnover,
which was really a turnover. But you have it 1st and 10 on the 45,
Doug,
and then the turnover occurred, and Sunnyvale is able to cash that in, and by the way, gets the ball back.
So I want to go on record here. So I was over there talking to the Sunnyvale Raider faithful, and Nate White, who's pretty much unbiased in this, said there was absolutely no question that he partially blocked that ball. Said there's absolutely no question that ball hit his leg, and that's why it went straight sideways. It wasn't because he kicked it sideways. It went off of the guy's leg, and they were just watching the contact and didn't see the ball hit his leg, and they said they couldn't call it. So the Sunnyvale faithful were absolutely livid, and I pointed out, well, you got the ball right back. And,
it's one of those, as you kind of called out, that ball don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Or when you get a foul and you miss the free throws. But yeah, ultimately the Raiders ended up in the end zone and took the lead, and that was a really huge course of a couple plays that, swung the game for sure, at least the momentum there at the end of the half.
Yeah, so Maupin, my favorite pass of the game is the left-handed pass to
oh my gosh, yes.
to Caden Cross. How
so
about that?
Caden Cross, he's got 15 carries, 97 yards. He's got 2 catches for 59 yards.
Yeah.
Total. The long one was to 36. That one was another one kind of underneath, and then they gave it back to him. And it was one of those, it was him against a guy that he was going to drop his shoulder and get in the end zone and put the Raiders ahead. He's been huge in this game so far.
Yeah, the play that Maupin made there when he was getting good pressure. In fact, so they had shown Dalaba in the backfield when they moved the H in. And remember, with Maupin under center, they had run ISO a couple times. They actually went play action off the ISO. Canton didn't bite on it. Not only that, but they got good pressure. And after the fake, Maupin found Cross for a big play that really set the touchdown up. And, of course, that left-handed pass. You just cannot. That's one of those you don't want to draw up, but man, somehow he made a big play.
No doubt. Maupin has how many yards, you said?
He's got 5 carries of 44 yards, and then he's 11 of 17 for 146 in the air.
Okay, wait. So for 146 in the air. Now, Court Ray, how many yards does Court Ray have?
Yeah, he's been huge, right?
Yards?
So on the ground, he's 13 carries for 37 yards.
Yep.
And in the air, he's 13 for 17 for 223 yards.
223 yards.
So one
now, a lot of this is not having Drew Gardner. I mean, let's be fair to the Raiders secondary. There's a lot of learning that has to take place here for Brown. I know you got to have next man up mentality, but losing Drew Gardner is honestly, he's probably your second most dominant defensive player.
So I will say that Canton really didn't have much success running the football in the second quarter, and I think that you saw Sunnyvale put a couple more people in the box.
Yep.
Started rolling the corners down, trying to take away some of the passing game or the short passing game. Made some adjustments, and so when Canton gets the ball to come out after Sunnyvale's first possession, it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments they make.
I'm expecting a lot of fast screens from Canton, to be honest with you, is what I'm expecting here. I think they pulled those up. I think what they think is they've pushed the safeties back, which I suspect if you're the Raider coaches, you'll pull them back too. And I think that's what they're thinking is going to happen.
Well, it'll be interesting, and Canton's got to try to go back to the ground game. They need to be able to run the football. I know Sunnyvale's had a lot of success there the first half themselves, and so to me, a lot of the tempo of the ball game is going to be set when Sunnyvale comes out the second half. If they can take the football, move it down the field, score, take a 2-score lead, I think everyone will kind of breathe a little bit more. A little bit more of sigh of relief.
Let me just go on record as one person that will not breathe a sigh of relief is this senior dad right here, because I'm telling you, this one has had me nervous from the very beginning.
Well,
this is a very good Canton team. I told you that.
Yeah. You said that they. But
and once again, it was just for those that are listening at home that may not have caught it earlier. We did not know what this Canton team was. We knew they were good. We did not know how good they were because of the quality of their competition. And I don't think it's no offense to any other team. It's just clear that they have not, you can only play who's in front of you, and they've had 9 pretty, opponents that are pretty beatable.
But they have, I will tell you that what I saw from them in the first half is they've got a good scheme. They've got a quarterback that can see where the ball needs to go and he's able to distribute it.
But remember,
and he's got quality receivers.
Yeah, and remember
as well.
what they did to Quinlan in the second half, Doug. They won the second half 28-0 against Quinlan. So these Canton folks are probably pretty confident at this point, knowing that what they did last week, being down by 3, today down by 4, out at Quinlan Ford, and now they're at home, and they've got to feel pretty good about it.
I will say this though. This is not a slide against Quinlan, but you are talking about Sunnyvale. You're talking about an 8-1 football team that is battle tested, a team that played 3 rounds in the playoffs last year, And so, it's if Canton is able to win this football game, they're definitely going to have to have earned it. But so will the Raiders as well.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here for the second half right after this. 28-24, Raiders lead it over the Canton Eagles. We'll be back right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. For Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Well, it's about time to start the second half. Raiders lead at 28-24. They will be receiving to start the second half. Let's see what Canton has up their sleeve. They have really exploited the absence of Drew Gardner. And, Doug, I didn't think they would know that Gardner was out. But with these modern days of Instagram and I guess streams on video.
Well, but keep in mind, Gardner went out on the first series last week.
And they probably noticed he wasn't there.
So not seeing number one in the secondary and not being utilized at all on the ground. Yeah, they knew that he was going to be out this week for sure. And the credit to Canton. They were able to take some shots there in the first half and they converted them.
Well, the Raiders send back Brown and Walker. Like you said, it will be imperative for both teams not to make mistakes. You kind of wonder, who will flinch next, right? The Eagles flinched and gave the Raiders that opportunity at 28-24 with that fumble. It appeared the Raiders had flipped the momentum the wrong way.
They both have had some costly penalties that have kind of changed the complexion of things.
Yeah, and I will say that the one penalty that looked costly had a 3rd down and 19. They scored on it. Exactly. 3rd down and goal from the 19. They scored on it. So, they've done a better job of overcoming their penalties than the Raiders have, but we'll see what happens here. Here now Walker's going to field it at the 27-yard line to the 30 to the 35. He's going to be tackled right there. Nice job by the Eagles. That was number 1. Yeah, Lathan Pruitt, the senior, with a nice job there.
Well, Sunnyvale's going to take over on the 35. Now, first possession of the second half is so important. If there's a look, if there's a scheme that maybe you've been saving, this will be a good opportunity for them to
no doubt.
Yeah, for them to show this coming out now. And Sunnyvale comes out in a 4 wide.
Yeah, 4-man front this time with 2 linebackers. Completely different defense. Now a 3rd linebacker comes forward, and here's a cross over that left side. Oh, he's going to be slung out of bounds. Let's see what they call over there.
Yeah, about a 2-yard gain that time. Really a nice job by Canton coming up and forcing the run. Sunnyvale had run the ball at will the first half. That time Canton wins that, and it's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Maupin calls the ball, looks over out, going to throw it over to Leonard. And Leonard's going to be short of the first down. He's going to get that ball. It's going to be 2 yards short, Doug.
Yeah, he ran just a quick stop route and went out of bounds, but did not pick up the first down. Picked up 6 on the play, and it's going to set up a really favorable 3rd and 2 situation for the Raiders.
Lots of guys up front. Here's Maupin over the middle. I think he got it. Yeah.
Yeah. The official on the far side. The official on the far side is saying if it's a first down, he had to get across or to the 45, and that's exactly where he got.
Yeah.
Word is your friend.
Right.
Again, quarterback run, 3rd and short, always a good option, and Sunnyvale converts.
So 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Cross. Cross comes to the near side. Cross going to get another 1st down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that time they were empty. They brought Cross in motion on just a little a hand sweep action, and really Canton was not there in support. Cross is able to get around the corner, picks up about 13 yards and a Sunnyvale first down.
Yeah, that puts Cross over the 100. He's at 111 yards on the ground.
So Maupin calls for the ball. Turns, hands off again to Cross. Cross going to lose some yards here.
Yeah, not that time. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but not a whole lot more. Some of the same guys for Canton, number 63, Steiger on the play.
He's a good player.
Yeah, also number 33 I thought was in there early, and that's Kalen O'Neill, the defensive end, and stops Cross for no gain.
So 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Out route, thrown over by Ben Griffin.
The flag on the far side.
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side. Griffin came down with the catch. Would be a Sunnyvale first down. Let's see what the call is.
It's a weird play here.
They're acting like they're going to move it back.
I'm confused as to what's happening.
Well, normally if it's
illegal receiver downfield.
Well, what you did was you had someone covered up. If that makes sense. Someone that should have been off the line was on. And
man, that's unfortunate because that was a great catch by Ben Griffin right there.
Good catch by Griffin. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down at 15.
Golly, that's such a killer.
Well, but yeah, it's.
You had a first down.
Yeah, 2nd 15 is overcomable though. You've got a great offense.
Do you lose the down?
No.
Did I miss
no,
it?
The first down was no gain for Cross.
Yep, you're right.
Cross going to get about 7 here.
Yeah, gets the penalty yardage back. Same play that they ran to the right. They came back and ran it to the left. And again, Canton's slow to respond when Cross comes back across the formation. Picks up about 6 yards. And now Sunnyvale's got a 3rd and 9. You almost have to think 4-down territory in this situation, though, guys.
Yeah, I think you're thinking that. It's 3rd down and 9. Here's the pass over the middle. That's going to be caught by Leonard. Leonard makes a man miss, but nice, what did you call it, a shoestring tackle there by the Eagles.
Yeah, big target by Leonard. He just he ran a curl route, and he used that big frame.
Yeah.
Maupin hit him with the pass.
Yeah, Jaden Lopez, nice job there on that tackle. Here's Cross on the carry. He's going to pick up about 8.
Sunnyvale overcomes the penalty, and now they've got second and short here.
Here's the snap. Turn, hands off. Cross over that left side is going to get the first down and a little more. The 14.
First down Raiders. They're back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Cross comes out, gets a quick breather. Aiden Brown is in the game for the Raiders.
Hey, look at this. They're bringing in Jackson Gatlin. The left tackle is coming in. On the offensive tackle is coming in to play defense here. Here's the turn, hands off 21. This is Brown over that left side. It's going to get inside, right to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, so they ran Brown that time off tackle. He bounced it to the side, picked up good yardage, and Sunnyvale, moving the ball well on the ground. They hit the big pass play to Leonard when they had to convert the 3rd and 9 situation. And again, an opportunity to take a 2-score lead here.
28-24. Clock runs at 7:53. It's a 2nd down and 6. I believe Brown's still in, right?
Yeah, he is.
Here's the snap. Maupin over that left side. He's going to drive his legs down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal there.
Yeah, Maupin pulled the football that time. Read that backside end and got great yardage. 1st and goal for Sunnyvale. Again, 4 touchdowns rushing on the night for the Raiders, and they're in prime position to do it again.
Looked like a lean there by Cross, and he's going to get stopped at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it was. It looked like that he was leaning. I thought they might call a legal procedure or motion, but they did not. And now Sunnyvale brings in big as they're on the 1-yard line with Grayson Smith set to receive the snap.
Yeah. No, I like this call, honestly. I like it more if the Raiders score. Well, they do, and
What was that call you didn't like, David? That one?
Well, I just kind of thought to myself, the offense is doing pretty well. Why take them out? But the Raiders now get that 2-score lead that they have been longing for, Doug. That was what you were calling for earlier.
And they like, offensive coaches like the wildcat look on the goal line, and they went to it that time. And
because you don't have the threat of the deep pass,
and it also creates that additional blocker.
And Pendiala's kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 35, Canton Eagles 24. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
Well, here's this. There are two questions that needed to be answered after halftime. Is could the Canton Eagles make the adjustments to stop the Sunnyvale Raiders? From that drive, on that drive alone, Raiders looked pretty good. But now the question is, can the Sunnyvale Raiders stop the Canton Eagles, Doug?
Yeah, and it's going to be important for Canton to answer. Sunnyvale has definitely generated the momentum.
Pendiala's kick is going to go into the end zone.
Yeah, sixth kickoff of the night. Pendiala, all touchbacks. So Canton's going to get the ball on the 25. If you think about it, around a minute and a half to go in the first half, Canton's got the ball 1st and 10 on the 45. A fumble. Sunnyvale scores. They take the second half kickoff, move it down the field, and what was a 3-point deficit's now an 11-point lead. And Canton's only snapped the football a couple times. And so it's going to be important for Canton's offense now to really reestablish themselves and make it a one-score game, but also keep Sunnyvale's offense off the field a little bit.
So there was some question about Baisden, but he's back in the ball game standing next to Ray. They're going to fake it to him. They're looking over the left side. They want to throw it to French down that deep side. This ball's going to be caught. How about that? French taps on his head.
Well, they went with a double move that time. They went play action pass, went with a double move, and
it was him the whole way. It was 100% him.
Yeah, and it was so they max protected, and it was French. He comes down with the pass, and Canton's in good.
Baisden over that left side now, comes back to right. Oh, and a nice tackle there by Lucas.
Yeah, that's just Lucas being Lucas, right? That outside linebacker, it just seems like any time a play needs to be made, Caden Lucas shows up and makes it.
So 2nd down and 10. Man in motion across the face of Ray. Ray looks over left side, wants to run the go again. This one's too long.
Well, that time, that time they're looking for number 2 down the field. And try to run some sort of double move again. Now you're looking at 3rd and 10, but this is 4-down territory on Sunnyvale's 36-yard line.
Yeah, they were looking for French again, and honestly, you had to catch him right in that seam because the quarterback here now turn. Quarterback keeps it himself over that left side. Oh no, hand off to Baisden. Baisden's going to get about 3 yards, and that's going to bring up.
Yeah, well. Yeah, maybe closer to 4, but it's going to be 4th and 6 here, and the offense is definitely staying on the field.
No doubt.
Sunnyvale's looking at a 4 across coverage here, a little bit
I think
looser.
You can expect Court Ray to roll out here. Canton Eagles going to call timeout.
Yeah, they're going to take it and spend a little time talking about this one.
We'll take it with them here on Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, 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 Nissan.
Well, it's a timeout here on the field called by the Canton Eagles. They've got a big 4th down and 6 at the Raider 37-yard line. And I've been very impressed with this Eagle offense, Doug.
They have. They've been they've been productive
efficient
all night. Over 200 yards passing, and then they had in the first half. They had a big play coming out the second half, but maybe not a bigger play than this one so far, David. This is 4th down, and this is one that you've got to have to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, 1 receiver near side, 3 to the far side. Here's that roll out right side. That's what I expected. Here's the throw back to the middle. Raiders almost had him. It's close. I think he stopped him.
Yeah, they tried to run a screen back,
and the Raiders are going to get they ran the tunnel screen backside, and how about that? Huge stop for the Raiders.
Brandon,
and the
did
ball
you
will
get the
go
number
over on down.
for the tackle? Who made the tackle on that
22.
play?
I didn't.
Was
22.
that Helton came back and made the play. Well, of course he did. You know, that's what your
No,
your
actually,
senior's supposed to do.
that's Brown and Helton. I couldn't tell who got more of him.
But really, really nice job by the Raiders. You know, when the play was developing, it looked like it was going to be a first down. It was 4th and 6, and Sunnyvale stopped them for about 4 yards on the play. And so now they've got the opportunity to really put this thing in, not out of reach, but definitely under Raider control here.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Cross standing to the right of the quarterback Maupin. Cross goes to 5 wide. Now comes back, stands next to Maupin. Here's the snap. Turn, hands off, cross over that left side. He's going to get some nice yardage here, maybe about 8 or 9.
Well, again, power read look that time, and no one's there to force the ball, so they
only get 6.
They hand it to Maupin. Probably stepped out. Maupin handed it to Cross, and stepped out on the far side, but good yardage on first down.
So 2nd down and 4. Three receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. I believe that's Leonard by himself. Here's that little pass to Leonard. All night long, they aren't going to let Leonard get behind them.
Yeah,
force the Raiders to work the ball down the field.
Yeah, all night. It's a soft corner, so Maupin is taking advantage of that. Just go down, show your numbers, good pitch and catch, first down Raiders. How many completions, how many catches does
Here's the handoff to Cross around that right side. He's going to get to the 45-yard line.
8 catches for Leonard.
8 catches for Leonard on the night, and most of them that variety.
2nd down and 5 on the 45-yard line. Definitely making the Raiders work for it here.
He's got a couple double digits, but it's very much, 6 and 13, 7, 4, 6, and half of them have been for a first down.
You know, not burning the clock, but they are using the clock just a little bit.
Now, yeah.
With an 11-score lead. 11-point lead, yeah.
Sure would like to put one more up there, wouldn't you?
11-score lead would be a crazy game.
I think that was Kemp, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Kemp game. Here's now Cross right up the middle. Breaks to the outside, to the 40.
I think he got tired on that one.
Yeah.
Just laid down.
You're like, I'm tired.
Well, yeah, Cross brings so much to this offense, guys. The offensive line for Sunnyvale did a great job opening the hole. Big play for
Here's
the
the turn,
Raiders.
hands off left side. Here's Cross. Oh, my goodness. What a nice run by Cross. Just gashing them right here to the 22-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And they called timeout for number 2, French.
They came back that time, ran the ball to the left, and again, the offensive line really is feeling it for Sunnyvale. And that time, Cross is able to pick up about 12 yards again. 2 carries, right around 25 yards.
Cross.
And Sunnyvale is in plus territory.
With quite the workloads, 26 carries, 177 yards.
Well, to quote my old friend John Settle, the ball ain't heavy.
Ball ain't heavy, that's right. Abdul Khalaf night. Right side, here's Brown. Brown's got to hang on to the football. He's going to lose a yard.
For those that don't know the Abdul Khalaf reference, one night in 2014, Abdul Khalaf went to Commerce and carried the ball 52 times.
52 times.
52 times.
I just want to point that out.
Hey, the ball ain't heavy. And by the way, the Raiders won.
Yeah. Raiders back to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers wide side, 1 to the near side. Maupin calls for the ball. Looks over left side's going to throw it. That ball's going to be. Oh, that was going to be. That ball almost was picked.
You heard me call it. So
you said that's going to be picked.
Well, the safety was in the middle of the field, and he broke on it so well, and
Carson
just
Hawkins
went through his hands. I thought that was about to be an interception, and he's going to run that ball way back before Sunnyvale can come get him. 3rd down and 11.
Yeah.
This is a big play here, guys. Big play.
Jerry Manley just sent me. He thinks that we need to invest in a Starlink.
That's what I was talking to Buck about. We need a school Starlink.
Here's Smith over that right side, and Smith is going to get to the 8-yard line.
Well, Smith caught the square out. He was going to be about 3
short.
yards short.
Yep.
And I thought he was going to go out of bounds, but Smith turned it up and got the Raider first down. It's 1st and goal. Keep that play in the back of your mind. Sunnyvale overcomes another 3rd and long.
Yeah, big body. Grayson Smith takes 3 or 4 to get him down.
Oh, he's just a hard head is what he is.
He's fun to watch in basketball, too.
Here's Cross over that left side. Guy almost gets him. He's got to get upfield. This is a hard play. It's going to be a penalty marker.
Well, it was a holding as the ball bounced.
Was it on Leonard?
I believe so. I think they're going to call 19, but it's almost, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which that's going to back them up. They had it 1st and goal.
That's unfortunate right there.
Well, but I think that's part of the reason that he was able to turn the corner, though. If you want to know the truth.
He only got like 2 yards, though.
Yeah, he's going to lose 10 on the penalty.
Yeah, I was on Leonard.
Yeah. You could see it. I didn't know if they would catch it or not, but they did. And so move it back to the 19. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 19 now.
We've seen this on the other way. Let's see if the Raiders can do it.
We've seen it the exact same direction, just different jersey, haven't we?
Yep. Well, near side is Paul Griffin. Smith wants the recall again. Move out. Moving people around just a bit. Maupin calls for the ball. It's over near side. That one's going to be incomplete, intended for.
Now that was Leonard.
Well,
that was Leonard. He had it in his hands, but he took a hit. Don't know if the hit caused it, but it was right there, and Leonard had a shot at it.
Yeah,
I feel like it went through the hands of Riley Harris also, because he was on kind of that same line with his hands up and may have kind of thrown the ball off a bit. But yeah, definitely a touchdown falls through the hands.
Now Leonard and Ben Griffin on that far side. Harris.
Sunnyvale's going to call timeout here.
Yeah. We'll take it with them here on Raider Media. We'll be back right after this. Well, it's 35-24. Raiders lead it. They have a 2nd and goal. Problem is it's from the 19-yard line. We've seen this before.
Sunnyvale's taken a couple shots this drive to the middle of the field. Last time it was there for Leonard, just was knocked incomplete.
So here's a look over near side. This one's going to be thrown over
That's
to
a
Leonard.
touchdown.
That's a touchdown, and how about that?
Well, they came out in the zone that time, and Leonard just split the seam on a on a little skinny post,
Right.
and Maupin put it in there. First touchdown pass of the night for the Raiders.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, a touchdown nonetheless, and Sunnyvale now has a 3-score lead, guys.
41-24. That's 17 points. Go ahead and add that 18th would be nice.
441 yards of offense for the Raiders.
Here's the snap, the kick, the hold. It's up, and it's good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 42, Canton Eagles 24. Can we replay that one? Let's see what we can do here before we go to a break. Hey, by the way, here we go. Let's check it out. So, yeah, it's just a skinny post, and basically those guys.
Yeah, it was actually zone coverage there by Canton, and the corner just handed the ball, the route off to the free safety,
and
it
was
not get over there.
Yeah, and Smith was running a corner to the back of the end zone, and so it kind of confused him a little bit, and let the Raiders keep it open.
Well, so in really, just in the last 1:56 to go in the third quarter here, and Sunnyvale has scored the last 3 touchdowns. They've gone from trailing 24-21. Now they're up 42-24.
42-24. Pendiala set to kick for the Raiders. The thing that's interesting about the 443 yards, Brandon, that you called a minute ago, is the Raiders haven't had any big plays, really. I mean, they've had a couple of 30-yarders and things like that, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
not a 70-yard play in there or something.
There's a 36-yard pass to Jaden Cross.
Yeah.
There's a 21-yard pass to Ben Griffin. But yeah, that's about it. You go beyond that, and there's a 19-yard to Hudson on the touchdown that we just saw, and then an 18-yard run for Jaden, and an 18-yard run for Kasich. Yeah, it has not been big plays. Unlike kind of at the other end of this, there's a pair of 55-yard passes.
Yeah.
One to I've got it to Bastion. I'm not sure that that's right. And the number
the Bastion
5,
was the first one, yeah.
Is 5 Lewis? Is that? I need to get that name in here. One of those, we had a 35-yarder to Eli Boggs, a 39-yarder to French.
Well, here's Roy. Looks over near side. Comes the near side. Raiders on him for a minute, and that ball is going to be thrown incomplete.
Yeah, great pressure by the Raiders that time.
Yeah, they brought the house.
Lucas.
Yeah, they did. Brought a lot of people in, including Brady Wolston. Had worked his way out to get pressure on the passer, and so again, Canton can't get it all back at once, but they need to answer this series, guys.
Court Ray there. I think he's a really good passer. So here's the turn, looks over right side. That ball is going to be knocked up into the air and almost able to be intercepted by Stephon.
Stop celebrating. Look for the ball.
The ball went straight up in the air. Stephon almost hit him on the helmet.
Yeah, Stephon Wilson.
Honestly, all he had to do, if he had just put his hands like 1 foot in front of him, it would have dropped in that breadbasket.
Yeah, he knocked it the ball straight in the air, but it does fall incomplete. Third down and 10.
So here's the snap, looks over right side. Oh, Roy sees what he's like this time. He rolls out to that left side, sees the open man in the middle of the field. That's going to be caught by the Eagles.
What a play.
And just too much time there.
What a play by Ray. Just saw his receiver, but his receiver was actually back just in the middle of the field, and Ray put it the only place that it could be. Looked like that time to Ethan Lewis, and it's first down Canton.
Hey, and I'm going to give it to Jake there. That's a hard play. When that guy comes all the way across the field like that, that's almost impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, if you get a
here
step
now,
behind,
turns right side. Here's Bastion. It's going to be wrapped up by a host of Raiders.
Well, on the front of that.
Well, if the one of the themes of this game, maybe from the second quarter on, has been the fact that Sunnyvale has controlled Canton's ability to run the football, and what they've done is they've made them one-dimensional. And when you are, when you're like that, it puts a lot of pressure on your quarterback to make play after play.
Here, turn, hands on the near outside. Raiders try to make that play, and they do. How about this? How about Klein Becker and that closing speed?
Yeah, nice job that time by the Raiders, just stringing the play out. Play, first of all, was made by number 7, Rashad Grant. And then Becker was there, came up, stopped him for a 1-yard loss, and now Canton's got it 3rd and 11. We're inside 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Both teams are back, like you said, trying to make sure they don't get offsides. Raiders only got 3 guys here.
Yeah, yard and a half off the ball. You can really see it there.
Here's the Raiders on that.
Got him behind him.
Behind him. Ball's incomplete. Just a beautiful knock away at the very last second. The receiver was open.
So the Raiders were in zone coverage that time. They had rolled the corner up. There was a place in the there was a little void in the zone, and
yep.
Walker came over the top.
How about that?
And just knocked the ball incomplete. And now it looks like Canton's going to have to punt with only 6 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Well, it's one of those, they're reading the receiver's eyes, right? And you see his hands go up in the through the arms, through the face, and really does a good job of knocking it out. That's not something the Raiders have done too many times tonight.
Raiders have 12 out there, don't they?
Timeout on the field taken by Sunnyvale.
Yep. They had 12. Could not afford to give them 5 yards there.
Well, that's a good timeout.
I think that's a really good timeout. 42-24. Yeah, that's a really good timeout because they might go for it if you give them 5 yards here.
Yeah, and so you look at the third quarter. Sunnyvale has taken the ball. They've moved it down the field, 2 touchdowns, and then Canton went 3 and out once. But then the second time they get 1 first down, but they're forced to punt here, and this game is really just kind of Sunnyvale has just seized control of it.
Here's the ball low to Pruitt. That ball is on the ground, and the Raiders are going to get the ball at the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
How about this?
Oh, my goodness. Well, they had trouble on the snap late in the first half, and actually resulted in a roughing the punter.
Yeah.
This time he just has to fall on it.
Yeah, because he couldn't get it up on that first try.
And Sunnyvale with great field position again. And they'll have 1 play before we go to the end of before we go into the fourth quarter. But again, the end of the first half and all the third quarter, Sunnyvale is really
to see the Raiders punch one in here. And honestly, my guess is this ball stays in the hands of Peanut Cross. What do you think?
Yeah, it would be. I think it'd be pretty sound.
Here's Cross over that left side, breaks into the secondary. It's going to get about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
They're going to go to the other end of the field. Impressive quarter by the Raiders.
It was. Hey,
18-point lead now. 3 scores as we go to the fourth.
We'll be back here on Raider Media as we head to the fourth quarter right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Well, we head down to the fourth quarter. Raiders lead at 42-24. They have the ball here on the 23-yard line.
Laramie Woody.
2nd down and 2.
Well, you go back and you really look at the fact that Sunnyvale's been able to pretty much do what they want to on the ground, and Canton's inability to run it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Cross is actually going to get stopped after 1 yard just because his feet slip out from under him.
Yeah, he tried to cut it back that time, and just feet slipped out from underneath him, and so now he's going to maybe no gain on the play, 3rd and 2, but
yeah,
still doesn't take away from the fact that they've really been impressive running the football tonight.
So 3rd down and 2, 3 receivers wide side, 2 to the near side. Cross comes and stands beside Maupin. Did Maupin keep this ball? Yep, he's going to. Over that right side, he's going to get a first down. First down and more. Uh-oh, something cut out there.
Now you remember what we say, 3rd down and short, quarterback run game.
What is that? What's this? Okay. We're doing our best. We're having to reset some things, folks. Sorry about that. Apologize for the interruption in play.
Maupin picked up the first down on the quarterback keep, and he's got it down to around the 12-yard line. Clock running inside 11 minutes to go in the game.
So 1st and 10. Maupin is going to hand off to Cross over the right side. Cross is going to get 2 or 3 yards.
Well, give it to Canton. Tough play. Tough 2 yards there.
Yeah.
Their numbers are so far away from us. I really can't make out who made the play on that. But a good job by their left defensive end.
So 2nd down and 6. Brandon, are we on? Or are we just we are on right now? It's just frozen, huh?
What you're seeing is not.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, well, no, I guess we are frozen.
See what we can do. Maybe we're frozen. Maybe you're hearing us. Maybe you're not. But we'll just keep broadcasting, Doug, while our production people, they do such great work. We're still in the learning stages in all this. Here turns, hands off right side, Cross. Got nothing to do here. Oh, but what a good job there of running over some people.
Yeah, tough run for about 4 yards by Cross. Looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield, and Cross is able to break a couple tackles, picks up positive yards on the play.
So 3rd down and 2, maybe 3.
Well, this short field was started after the low snap on the Canton punt. Sunnyvale got the ball in the 35, and they have moved it down the field, all on the ground so far. Looks like they're going to take their.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to take a timeout.
Go ahead and take a timeout.
Yep. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
So it's 3rd down and 2 for the Raiders at the 7-yard line. Now, Doug, if you don't get this, do you go for it on 4th down? Because I'm not sure that a field goal helps you any.
Yeah, I think you do.
I mean, because that would make it that would make it 21. So I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah, I think you go for it in this situation. It's 4-down territory. You got the ball 3rd and goal, or not 3rd and goal, but you got it 3rd and 3. Yeah, because then a touchdown here really puts this thing out of reach. And so, you want that. You want to make it a 4-score game for sure.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great. So who's back? Oh, that's Cross. I thought for a minute that was Helton.
Quarterback run.
Here's the run here. Wow, that sure looked like a face mask, was it? No. Casey Maupin's going to pick up enough for a 1st down. Hopefully everybody gets up okay here.
Yeah, Maupin followed Cross that time, and DeLaba, who was in the backfield, and good blocking by those guys. Hard-earned yards by Maupin, but he picks up the 1st down. First and goal from the 3, and inside 9 minutes to go in this ball game.
Yeah, it's been a really effective drive because they only had to go 30 yards, but they just bled the clock, which is super important. Now turn, hands off, Cross over that left side. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, good run by Jaden Cross. I believe do a little quick math.
Yeah.
But I believe that's 6 rushing touchdowns on the night, guys.
That is.
Yeah. Well, I will say.
And Peanut's got 4 of them.
Yeah. I mean, Jaden Cross has to be your offensive player of the game. There's no other option.
Well, 35 carries will start that, right?
Yeah. Well, and he's also got a couple of catches for over 50 yards.
Yeah, I think I missed a couple of those when we're having kind of technical things. Yeah, I've got him at 29 carries, 182 yards, but I think I've missed a couple of them.
Yeah, I think so.
But 4 touchdowns. It's a decent night for him.
48-24. Raiders have doubled up the Eagles. Now it's a 5-score game, Doug. And I think let's leave it here. We've had some technical difficulties. Let me just say this about this Canton team. There's possibly some people that are listening before you tune out on them. They only start 4 seniors on offense and 4 seniors on defense. This team returns 7 and 7, and some of their very best players like Ray and
including the
and
quarterback.
French. Yeah,
the quarterback's a sophomore.
Now,
and so the future looks promising for them. You know, it was 24-21, and Canton had the ball with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Now, and I want to hear this from you because it's super interesting how the changes in the ADM, the average daily matriculation, is going to be.
You don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
You just made that.
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to use the word matriculate.
Matriculation.
Matriculation.
What are you talking about?
So the attendance numbers are going to change a lot. So whether the Raiders will be in the district with Canton or not next year is really kind of up in the air. I don't think it's. I think it's about as unlikely as it is likely because you're going to see teams move up.
Yeah.
You're going to see, several of the 4A Division I teams like Salina, Panther Creek, Community. Those schools are all going to move up. So the question is, what happens there?
But keep in mind, this is the first time we've ever been in the district with Canton.
That's right. That's true. Exactly. And Kaufman's going to move down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to happen there.
Yeah, I believe Sunnyvale turned in right at 750 students.
Okay.
And so they're going to be Division II for sure.
For sure. Here, turn, hands off. Raiders there.
Well, again,
make the tackle for 1 yard loss.
Just not the ability to run the football. That time, Walker was there first. I'm sorry, not Walker.
Brandon Wright was in there.
Yeah, Brandon Wright. Got the number wrong. Yeah, Brandon Wright was there. Also Wilson from his defensive end spot. And Canton just has not been able to run the football, especially the second half.
Basden standing to Ray's left. They're going to turn, fake it to him. Looks over the middle. They want to throw this one deep. That's way away from anybody. I'm not sure who he was throwing that to.
Yeah, he actually thought, I believe he thought there would be somebody working up the seam and just no one was there on that one. So.
Yeah, I think he just kind of threw that one up. That's kind of being a sophomore. Last year, I mean, we saw a little bit of that with Maupin last year, right?
Well,
but then Maupin just turns it around. I mean, this year it's just so efficient.
Not a whole lot of communication on that one. You haven't seen that a whole lot from Canton tonight.
Well, it's one of those they're behind, right? You're trying to make a play. And
they're down at 11.
Able to connect on something
here's
like that.
Here's the cut back to the middle of the field, and goodness gracious, look at those players.
Yeah, they just ran the draw back, but Sunnyvale wasn't fooled at all.
So my other player of the game tonight is Grayson Smith. He has been so good playing both ways, and just over and over and over again, we're seeing him.
Yeah, again, we talked about that, right? Smith coming back after having been out, and he makes a difference on both sides of the football, doesn't he?
Yeah, so 4th down. Here's the punt by the Eagles. And it's blocked. It's going to be picked up by Bowles, and he's going to get his first touchdown. Braden Bowles into the end zone for the Raiders score.
Yeah, try to pick up the number of who blocked the punt. There were 2 Raiders there. I believe it was either Wilson or it may have been number 45, Brendan Stutz, one of the two.
Is that who got it?
But they were both there at the time the punt was blocked, and it was one hop.
Who got it? Did you see who got it? Got it was
Bowles picked it up.
Was it Stefan?
Stefan was back there for sure.
Man, he's so twitchy. Nice find for the Raiders this year, Doug. I don't think they really had him, certainly not at the top of the depth chart, maybe not even his second, but Stefan, boy, really turning it on this year.
Sunnyvale's had good defensive ends over the years, and Wilson really has stepped up, and he's been that for them this year.
Yeah. Point after attempt is good, and the Raiders lead at 56-24 over the Canton Eagles, and, man, this has gotten away from the Eagles, hasn't it?
Well, the turnover right before halftime, Sunnyvale converts, and in the second half has been all Sunnyvale. They've outscored Canton 28-0, a couple short fields, and then that blocked punt. And but don't take away anything at all from this Canton Eagle team. They're going to finish 9-1, and they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. Yeah, they're going to be a tough out here in the playoffs. So
I can assure you that if you're Caddo and Van Alstyne who are playing tonight, right? Whoever wins that game, or whoever loses that game gets Sunnyvale. Whoever wins that game gets Canton, and that is that's no good consolation prize.
No, it's
it is not.
Yeah, Canton will be a tough team to prepare for.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you're like, well, we won the game, so we should have the better. You're like, yeah. You may have the better situation, but not by much.
Not to look too forward ahead, but have they talked about location for?
Man, I have not heard anything.
Or night for the first game.
My guess is a Thursday night game.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, just because it's hard to find a location in these districts that not agree to play home and home.
Yeah, and it has the last couple years been a Thursday night game. And so Sunnyvale would open. Sunnyvale would open as the number 1 seed, and and importantly, I think their path through the playoffs is not going to be easy. There's no denying that. But going in as the number 1 seed, you don't see Pleasant Grove or Carthage right away, and I think that's incredibly.
There's a new running back. I don't see who with the name, but Ray's standing next to Ray. Ray's going to look over the right side, wants to throw it. Right down the middle of the field. That ball is going to be almost intercepted by Brown.
Well, that ball was actually knocked away.
No, I think Brown
by Robinson.
You think so?
I think Robinson.
He got a piece of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Brown got his hands on it. It looked like he got it.
It's 34 in the backfield.
Okay, number 34, which is Kason Kuhn, a sophomore. Also plays D-line. Seen him out there a couple of times tonight. So here's the snap. Turns, hands off. I believe this is Kuhn. Gets up, picks up a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. Not a whole lot there at all. That time trying to pick up the numbers for the Raiders on the tackle. I think the first guy in there was Kason Milligan. Milligan in there also with Brady Woolston. Picked up about 2 yards. And it's going to create a 3rd and 8 for Canton. Not a whole lot through the air either from the Eagles here in the second half.
So it's 3rd down and 8. And the clock is running. Oh, he ran that ball. Okay, I was thinking, wait a second, that was an incomplete pass, but that was 2nd down there. Timeout, Eagles. We'll take it with them here on Raider Media. We'll be back right after this.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
Well, Doug, you got a little Doug, I believe you have an update with just under 2 minutes remaining, an update from the Caddo Van Alstyne game. We don't know who has the ball or anything, but give us the update.
So Caddo Mills leads Van Alstyne 35-28 with about a minute and a half to go in the game. If that score holds, the Raiders would be looking at Van Alstyne first round of the playoffs. Caddo Mills would be playing Canton.
So 3rd down and 8. Here's the snap. Looks over the middle of the field. This ball is going to be incomplete, just nowhere. Yeah, I'm going to just not say that. I was about to say that. I'm just not going to say it. So it's 4th down and 8.
So we talked about it. This has been a tough second half for Canton, but this is a young football team. They're going to learn from this.
Yeah,
and they'll be better. They'll be better because of it.
Now, my friend, obviously from Canton, has got a couple of nephews that plays for it. Jason O'Neill said, even though it was a very close half, he said that Canton hasn't been punched in the mouth this year, and he felt like they were kind of punched in the mouth in the first.
Well, again, even football in 2025, sometimes it comes down to simply who can run the football better.
Yeah,
and Sunnyvale has definitely done that tonight.
Well, and the Raiders had a game. You weren't there, Doug. The Raiders had a game against Carrollton Ranchview, Brandon, where the punting, the punt return unit was a disaster. Tonight it has been miraculous.
I guess it's not too early for you to gonzo on, but we'll have to see. Yeah, and it really was. And there were so many kind of muff punts.
It was unbelievable.
Mishandled.
Fake punt.
Yes.
They muffed a punt into the end zone. You're like, what is going on? Punt return team muffed up, gave up a touchdown. Here's Cross over that left side. Another 3 or 4 yards.
All right, not to second guess, but you do have a 32-point lead.
Yeah.
And it might be time to put 23 on ice, guys.
Yeah, maybe 8 also, right?
Yeah, well, 23 for sure. You know, he's had quite a night, and this offense really improved. He came back against Pleasant Grove. He missed the first part of the year. Came back against Pleasant Grove, and he's been such a spark plug. The Raider playoff run, their performance is going to be predicated off the fact that they're going to be able to run and throw the football.
So here's the snap. Turn, hands off, Cross. Cross going to be tackled. No. Cross over that right side. It's only going to get a yard or two, and he was hit weird there, Doug. Looks okay, but
well, he's a tough player. He's a tough player, and so
he's going to have close to 200 yards running in this game.
Oh yeah, no question about it. And you know, had to have crossed over 30 carries.
Here you go.
Yeah.
They're giving him a curtain call here. I think they are. We'll clap for him, won't we?
Well, Aiden Brown comes in the game, sophomore running back. Great night by Cross. You're under 5 minutes to go. Sunnyvale looking at about 3rd down and 5. But yeah, you definitely in this situation you want to make sure that Cross is ready to go. Be it Thursday or Friday next week.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of backups in for Canton too. I think both teams are thinking, let's be ready. They're going to say,
I believe that
Harris got maybe a first down.
I think that was Delaba.
Yes, that was Delaba.
Yeah, from his H-back position. Slid him out in the back. Slid him out from the backfield. A little flat route and good. Good downfield blocking.
No doubt. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah,
and that might be the end of Maupin too, unless there's going to hand off.
Yeah.
That was a good pass to Harris.
Yeah. Delaba.
Oh, to Delaba,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, they want to get him a reception.
Yeah, pass to Delaba.
Woo!
Texarkana 56-14 over Van.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So it'll be 1st and 10 when we return. There's a injured player on the field. Let's take a break and come back here on Raider Media right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
So it's a 1st down and 10.
So if the Texas football app is correct, Caddo Mills has beaten Van Alstyne 35-28. They are the number 3 seed, and Van Alstyne will enter the playoffs as the number 4 seed.
So here's the snap. Turn, hands off, Brown.
Yeah, ISO there at that time with Delaba in the backfield. Good job by Brown hitting it up in there.
Yeah, it was
solid.
quick.
Picked up about 7 yards. Brown had to carry the load a lot early. With Cross coming back, he's kind of taken a step back as the number 2 running back. But you're talking about
sophomore.
You're talking about Aiden Brown, who's got a great career in front of him for sure, and he's got to be ready because in the playoffs he's going to be called upon.
So 2nd down, 5 yards to go.
Maupin using some clock.
Yep, every time. So here's the turn, hands off Brown over that right side.
It actually shocks me that they're taking the ball from under center. I thought that was almost disallowed now. I really did.
I'm not even sure that is allowed.
I thought you had to be 5 yards back from the center and, have him snap it between his legs like that.
Are you getting our players of the game for us?
Yes.
Jaden Cross and Grayson Smith up here.
Sunnyvale's going to put the wraps on a 9-1 season. They're going to enter the playoffs as the district champions. This will be the 8th district championship in the program's history. Keep in mind their first varsity football season was 2010. and then brought in John Settle, and then Settle's protege Cody Stutz is taking the program. This will be his second district championship, and he's going to lead the team back to the playoffs.
So do you punt? I guess you punt here if you're the Raiders. You just have to, right?
I go for it.
I don't think you go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. You can you get the first down here. You can run this thing all the way out.
Maybe a bit too far for the Pendiala leg, maybe.
No. We are not kicking a field goal here.
Oh, that's fine.
But, yeah, this would be their 8th district championship. You know, you go back, you kind of look at the history of the program. Early on, Sunnyvale had a deep run, played in the state quarterfinals against Mineola. In 4A, you go back, you look at it. Probably the best team was the team that wound up 12-1 and got beat by Pleasant Grove in the 3rd round of the playoffs. Pleasant Grove went on and won the state championship that year.
Now they're punting.
Now they'll punt.
Okay. With 2:06. Now with 2:06, I guess you can get to the 2-minute warning here probably if you get the punt off.
Should get the 2-minute timeout. The ball will start. Ball will start when it's snapped. And normally the punt, your punt's going to take. Punt should take 8 to 10 seconds, something like that.
Wait, what's happening here?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Okay.
2-minute timeout now then. We'll take
go.
it with them. We'll be back here on Raider Media right after this. Well, Pendiala set to punt, I believe, for the first time tonight.
Now there was a
there was one. There was one.
There was a punt in the first half.
You're right.
Remember, he hit it. Yeah, he flipped it about 60 yards.
And the guy ran it down. So here's the high kick by Pendiala, fair catch called for, and made at the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there.
1:50 to go in the game. We talked about Sunnyvale. Canton is going to also finish 9-1. They'll be 4-1 in district play. They'll go in as the number 2 seed. It looks like right now they'll be playing Caddo Mills.
That, as best we understand, they'll play Caddo Mills.
Yeah. 2 green teams.
Now, what's funny is I asked Cody Stutz this week in the interview off air which team he thought would win between Canton and Caddo, and he said, I'm not 100% sure. They both have strengths and weaknesses. And, so now, and he said, I'd like to see that game. Well, he's going to get to now. Turn, hands off. The senior number 3 going to get absolutely
nice job
by Brown.
Yeah, Brown coming up from his safety position.
Yeah, my guess is that Canton is not in a hurry here.
Oh, no.
Can't imagine you want to do too much.
Again, Canton now is they're thinking about their by-district game.
Have we talked with Klein Becker this year? I don't think we have. We need to add Klein Becker to that, man. He's been legit tonight. Several times, stopping, just been shut down corner. They've kind of gone away from him. Oh, wait, did we already talk to him about that? Did we talk to him about being a shut down corner? I thought we did one time, one game. I don't know, maybe not.
Clock is running.
Have we already?
Canton's going to pick up the first down. They'll when they set it ready for play, they'll run the clock at 53 seconds. So this should be the last play of the game.
Probably so.
Oh, ball on the ground. Filled about.
Is that going to be the end of it?
Yeah, filled about the Canton.
Hey, look at there. They pour the water on Coach Stutz over on the far sidelines.
Clock is going to run. This is going to be the end of the game, guys, and Sunnyvale is going to celebrate a district championship. Get ready to go into the playoffs.
How about that? 56-24. The Raiders win district.
Yeah, good win for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Good regular season, and now the third phase starts. That postseason looks like you're going to be opening up with
Van Alstyne.
Looks like you're going to be opening up with Van Alstyne.
Yeah, we don't know much about that, but tonight the Raiders have 500 yards of offense. And, honestly, haven't had many games where that was required, where that was necessary for the Raiders. Kind of been able to win a lot of other ways, and tonight, just play it tough.
Yeah, it was tonight. It was tonight. Canton had a great offensive first half. Some adjustments made by the Raiders, but
28-0 second half.
Yeah, Sunnyvale's ability to run the football and limit Canton's just too much to overcome for these young Eagles. But Sunnyvale is moving forward as their district champion.
No doubt. Well, the Raiders moved to 9-1, as Doug said a minute ago, and on to the playoffs, what we call the second season. Of course, really great for these seniors to get that district championship. I guess since they've been in high school, that's 3 of 4, right?
I believe so.
So let's take a quick break. We're going to be back here with our players of the game. Joining us up here in the stands. We'll talk to them here on Raider Media right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. For Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger, just like you like it.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill. God is on the move right here in Sunnyvale, and we would love for you to experience it at Community Life Church. Every Sunday is a chance to encounter the life-changing power of God through dynamic worship, inspiring teaching, and programming for all ages. Here, kids discover faith in a safe, fun environment, and students find belonging and discover purpose. You can learn more about us at clifec.com or join us this Sunday at our Sunnyvale campus. We can't wait to welcome you home.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. One for you, one for him, and one for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Houston Tulos in Sunnyvale today.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
Back here in Canton, Texas, Sunnyvale Raiders prove victorious. A big win today, 56-28, with 28 unanswered points in the second half. Quite frankly, let's start with a look at this game. You had to feel kind of in the first half that you got their best shot. And what happened at halftime with this team kind of regrouping and recognizing, man, we do have the lead, but kind of recognizing where you were.
Yeah, obviously we went down early in the first quarter, but we continually say the message, fight for your brothers, and we had no doubt that we were going to come back and fight together and beat Canton. So there was no doubt at all going into halftime that we were going to come back and win that football game.
And the performance of Jaden Cross was unbelievable. Jaden, 35 carries, 200 yards, 558 yards receiving, about 260 yards tonight. So were you expecting that kind of output when you kind of got ready for the game this morning?
First things first, all praise and glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do this, and I wouldn't have this platform. But, no, like Klein said, in the locker room, we were just told, fight for the ones next to you, and I love every single one of my brothers on this team, and so that's why I play so hard, is just because I love this team, and I want us to go as far as we can.
And Grayson, of course, coming back from that ankle injury, you really look like on defense. They were absolutely wearing you out, making you block, making you catch, making you run. How did you kind of mentally prepare for that?
Well, all through practice, I knew that's going to be the run game with Peanut back. That's going to be most of the game. So Coach Marno got us ready, and we came out and showed out. First quarter was a little slow. Second quarter, we picked it up a little bit, and then the second half, we really picked it up.
28-0 is certainly impressive. Did you expect the defense to be able? I'm talking particularly to you, Klein, and you, Grayson, looking at that defensive performance in the second half, shutting out this Canton team is absolutely unbelievable.
Yes, sir. So we obviously have 2 young sophomores that at safety, but I had no doubt that they were going to perform. And going into that second half, obviously we came out with a rough start, but I knew that they would pick it up, and that's exactly what we did.
Well, that was a pretty impressive cornerback play. Of course, last year being the cornerback that most guys win at with the fine Garrett James on the other side from you. What does it feel like this year being the guy that they throw away from, and what do you feel like when you get your opportunities?
Well, it's a good feeling. I just love being able to, go out there and ball. So
Fabulous. And you think about this next round, looks like it's probably going to be Van Alstyne. Peanut, what do you think is, as you prepare for that, how mentally do you shift gears going into the second season here?
We've had the same mindset all year long. We're going to take it one game at a time. And I think I said this a few weeks ago, but we practice every week like it's the biggest week of our life. So we're just going to work as hard as we can and play as hard as we can, one game at a time.
Grayson, when you think about this senior class, what does it feel like to kind of play for them? Of course, you'll be a senior next year, but this year, what does it feel like seeing seniors like this play?
Oh, it's so exciting to have these two guys on my team and all the rest of them, Austin and all of them. I mean, playing for them, it's easy to play for them because, I mean, they bring it every day, practice game. They bring it every single day.
Well, fantastic, guys. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. And that is it. That is our broadcast for today. Thank you so very much for tuning in to Raider Media. Those are our players of the game. Everyone's been a part of this one. All of the pregame work done by the Godfather. We are grateful for all of the work that he did on the front end of this. For Buck Baskin and all of the preparation and all of the things behind the scenes that you can't even imagine. Buck Baskin doing a great job here, kind of closing out our regular season. Nikki, our famed camera woman, is doing such a fabulous job every single game, and we're grateful for him. Our production manager and really kind of all around, do it all, Brandon Krauska. And the old ball coach, of course, Doug Williams. I'm David Griffin saying so long from Canton, Texas. Raiders win at 56-24. We'll be back.